yeah, it's certain details I don't want to talk about, including like what the world is, if it's a different world, and all the details about this place until, a significant amount of people had the chance to have read it. So I don't want to say just yet. Oh, all right. So the book is out. It's on Amazon. It's called Celestia Kingdom of Magic, A Brother's Deception. It is about a teenage boy. He is African American teenager at high school, and he ends up finding himself in the middle of a magical world where he is the poster boy for a lot of events and a lot of circumstances. And he's got to figure out how to use his abilities to navigate this world. So if you're into myth, magic, monsters, sword fighting, and things of the sort, check out Celestia Kingdom of Magic, A Brother's Deception, now available on Amazon in paperback, hardcover, and ebook.
Hey, my G, love that for you. Love that. So now we
Appreciate you,
just,
dog.
of course, that's our first guest, and the whole novelist about to be Amazon's bestseller pretty soon. Don't worry, I'm projecting that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, my dog. I appreciate the blessings.
Definitely, definitely, bro. So, I mean, we're gonna wait for our other two guests, and as I'm waiting, you feel me? You can invite or tell people about this as much as you want. I'm gonna just, invite all my peoples and shit like that. So, yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. For those of you who don't know or haven't heard, this is my first time on a Discord discussion, so I'm new to this. So bear with me, folks. Also, I appreciate my man's Ike, DJ Kenz, for having me on the stream today. We're gonna have some good conversation, man.
DJ Kenz. Oh, Khalil, do me a favor. Go on Twitch and see, like, just put the volume up a little bit and and just start talking and see if you can hear yourself talking.
Right. I'm logging on right now. Mic check, mic check.
Yo, Tiff, what's up? What's up? Don't worry, we about to get it started. We just waiting for two of our guests, and I was about to send everybody everything. So don't worry, we're gonna get shit started. Give us about, you know how beginning of the shows be. 5 minutes. Give me about 5 minutes. I got you.
Oh yeah, I think we all live, brother. I think we live. Well, we are, but I think we clear on the sound.
Yo, I said everything. Everybody, and then we go. Yeah, that, I don't know. Yo, oh yeah, and the series is tap in. So today is all about and I guess that shit heavy. Oh, yeah, let me see. Mm, okay. All right, check. How does my mic sound if I start sending it to
All
everybody?
clear.
Yeah, no, it sounds good with me, but I'm trying to see how it sounds online. Check one two, check one two, check one two, check one two, check one two. How does my mic sound? Okay, sounds good. And then let me. Okay. Okay. Iffy, take your joint off mute. Can you hear us? Oh,
You.
okay. 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 Yo, Lil, you still on here, right?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
I bet. Okay. Iffy, can you hear us? Or Fonny, can you hear us? My fault. No, I don't think you can hear us. Take your mic on off mute. Yo, shield on the check in. I see you. Yeah, it might be the connection for Iffy for Fonny. My fault. Man, where is this other nigga? Peter. Give me like 3 more minutes. Okay, my sound good. Okay. Soul Press. Soul Press on the check-in. Just speak real quick.
What's good? What's good?
Yeah, I can hear you. Lil, you hear him?
Yeah, we live.
Right, right. Yo,
What's
Soul Press, introduce yourself real quick.
Soul Press, aka Soul Press TV, um, Twitch streamer, VTuber, real tuber, all that. Yeah, and as of right now, I'm a Power World addict because that game is too fun.
Oh, that Power World shit, that's like Pokemon with guns and shit, right?
I keep hearing about that.
It's Pokemon with guns, but it's so much more.
I
Like
heard it's like a survivalist John.
Yeah, like and you could play with your friends if you got like a multiplayer is fun. It's a lot of it's kind of because I like games where you get to explore big maps. Like I play a lot of Genshin
Hmm.
Impact, so I guess it's like Pokemon with guns used with Breath of the Wild a little bit.
Mm.
You build
So
up houses, stuff, all that. It's too fun.
so yeah, that's way more than Pokemon, and I think that as a huge Pokemon fan, I think that the people who are likening it to Pokemon and saying, "Oh, they're biting," it sounds like, and I haven't even touched the game yet. But first off, just saying like you get to explore to the point where Pokemon just got to that exploring concept.
Yeah.
For
Then the
real? Oh, I
survivalist
didn't know that.
concept they barely skimmed with Legends Arceus. So the Power World sounds like it's got way more going for it than what people think bit from Pokemon.
Oh no, but it definitely, as far as monster designs go, it definitely bit the fuck out of Pokemon.
Oh damn! Right when I just defended it.
Yeah, no. Game itself is good on its own, and honestly, they're gonna bite Pokemon because Pokemon is the Mon series. Like,
No cap.
um, Digimon, everything. Pokemon
It's
is
the
the
monster catcher. Like it's the
but
definitive monster catcher.
the elements that Power puts together of like freaking defense, like that save the world mode that was originally in Fortnite, raiding bosses with your friends, um, building your own little village or whatever, um, and exploring the map in general. It's a fusion of multiple copied elements, but it on its own is a good game, and there's a reason why 3 million people are playing that shit right now.
That makes sense.
3 million day one on a paid game
That's not. That's
from
actually that's actually phenomenal.
what a original IP is not a sequel. It's not some big name. It's not Spider Man or God of War, Power World. The first game these people had is Craftopia, and I think nobody knows about that shit. Only a handful of people I know that are on Twitch play that game. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
so yeah,
Mhm,
they did really well. They did really well.
mhm.
I'm freaking out and about, and I got eggs waiting to hatch at my team's base because one of my guys went and got a server. So
Oh man, he said I'm already on it.
Yeah, big facts. I see Jersey Squad on the check-in Europe. What's good? What's good? What's good? We got a couple people coming as well too. So I mean might as well start the show. So I go by the name of DJ Kenz. You are now tapping into the Tap In series. Today's talk is anime talk. I know a lot of anime heads, you feel me? So they about to pull up right now. You feel me? And then right here, what I got going on is God of War playing in the background as well too, just to you know please y'all mind. But for those who are trying to tap into the conversation, you feel me? I brought in a couple of my peoples that I always talk anime with them as well too. So give it up for Peter and give it up for Lil. What do you want me to address you as?
Yo, what's going on, y'all? My name is Khalil, aka Little Creative, aka Trafalgar D. Lil. Big One Piece fan. I'm an author. I just released my first novel, Celestia Kingdom of Magic, My Brother's Deception. Look for that on Amazon. Also, follow me on TikTok at Little Creative, also on Trafalgar D. Lil, and on YouTube as Trafalgar D. Lil. Much love, guys. Thanks for being here.
Def. And I got my brother, my man here, Soul Press. You feel me with us? Soul Press, what up? What up? So
hold up.
yes,
You know,
yes.
like
And then our
like I
fourth
said.
guest. Oh, sorry. Continue.
Oh no, I did my introduction already, man.
It,
Follow me on Twitch, Press TV. That yeah.
I bet. And then also we got our fourth guest. He's running a little bit late, but when he pull up, he won't pull up, but he'll introduce himself when he gets here. So all right, the first question I actually got for y'all, my niggas, is yo, so who had the best character intro that y'all could think of? Let's go.
Uh,
Let's put on our thinking brains on. Feel me?
all time?
Oh, I'm gonna go with your favorite first. Let's go with your favorite and then go with all time. So let's come up with stuff like, what I mean, character intros that really like
Damn.
was on some
Gotta
yo,
say
who
from
the fuck
jump.
is that again?
Gotta say from jump. Killer B.
That was a good one. Fool, you fool. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. That's a great one. That is a great pick.
I gotta, I gotta really break this down.
Now break it down for
Sasuke, the
us, bro.
second. Huh?
I said break it down for us, my boy.
Okay. Sasuke, the secondary protagonist of Naruto. He just
Yes.
did the thing he's going to do all series. Killed one of the best ninjas in that, or won that fight against his whole magnum opus in Naruto was making sure Itachi dies. He just
Facts.
got that shit. He got the truth about Itachi. He came with his crew, his little Akatsuki subordinates, whatever,
Heavy.
and now he knows the truth. He's evolved as a character. He's got his brother's eye power, the sacred Amaterasu. He can do the Susanoo thing, whatever now. The first thing he do is run up on a black man, and the black man saw his whole squad, his whole team, and he got away safely while rapping at these niggas, bro.
No, but
Rapping.
wait, let's really talk about it because Sasuke was said to be a genius. He had taken down Itachi, quote unquote, and he had handpicked Orochimaru, a terrorist, one of the legendary Sannin. He handpicked his best subordinates to make his own and ran up on Killer B, and Killer B handled them all. Let's really talk about it. Amaterasu Kagutsuchi?
Yeah,
What?
bro.
He
I
had
heard.
Karin, who was the best healer next to Tsunade? Bro, and B handled them all. Jugo? Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Damn,
Killer
bro.
B's intro was fire.
It was, but to me, then y'all playing my man's Kaido like that, man. Yo, Kaido's intro?
Yo, okay,
I
yeah. I'm not gonna lie. First off, I was never playing Kaido. I will never play Kaido. Kaido is in my top three villains of One Piece. He's my one of my favorite characters. I've never played Kaido. That shit was hard. The nigga jumped off the cloud. They said he tried to kill himself and failed. He would get caught on
On
purpose.
purpose, bro. Niggas was trying to
Bro,
kill him, bro. Come on. Yo.
they said 1-on-1 bet on Kaido. And to this day, I stand on that. I still think he would take Shanks in a fight.
And oh, wait, hold on. I gotta pause that. You said,
I think
oh.
I think Shanks was probably the strongest Yonko all this time, and I think
You said who?
I think Shanks was the strongest Yonko this whole time, and I think we were about to really see it.
Oh,
So I think
okay. Continue. Go ahead. No interruption.
here's my thing. So I think that when they said in a 1-on-1 bet on Kaido, that was for a reason. And when you look at the fight between Luffy and Kaido, he says hockey transcends all. And in his top 5, he had several hockey masters. However, when you look at Whitebeard in his fight with Roger, they would match with hockey, right? On top of the fact that Whitebeard had hockey mastery enough to fight the king of the pirates, Whitebeard also had one of the most dangerous devil fruits on the planet. Let's look at when Luffy fought Kaido. His hockey alone wasn't enough to beat Kaido because when he tried to use base form, both gear 4s, and he went in with the final Kong gun, it wasn't enough until he awakened his devil fruit and he had to get reality warping abilities with gear 5 from a broken ass devil fruit to be able to match Kaido and potentially beat him, which he still got his ass whooped. And let's realize why. Kaido has some of the greatest haki we've seen. He has 2 out of 3 confirmed advanced forms with advanced Conqueror's haki and advanced Future Sight. We don't know if he has advanced Rio, so I'm not going to guarantee that and give him that feat. But on top of having the greatest haki, this nigga got one of the most broken devil fruits. Nah. On top of the fact that he's an Oni, bro, he's an Oni with dragon scales, defense, the recoverability and stamina, and vitality of a mythical devil fruit. And then on top of that, he has the defense of advanced Conqueror haki and armament haki. And then he has advanced Future Sight to be able to keep on par and dodge a Gear 4 Snake Man, a stronger Gear 4 Snake Man than when he fought Katakuri. Come on. I think the pairing of a broken ass devil fruit with mastery of advanced levels of haki and just being like naturally a demon, bro, Kaido he got too much. Like, don't get me wrong. Shanks probably has superior haki to Kaido. I'm not going to argue that. I think Shanks got the best haki in the show, period. But Kaido's haki ain't no slack. And then on top of that, he has that broken ass devil fruit in addition. And I'm going to be honest, Shanks don't got that.
We don't know. But no. Wait. Shanks has Future Sight, bro.
I know that. Kaido does too.
Shanks could literally see the future. Now, if we really get into it, you got to think Shanks, son, the military's hype as hell. They just managed to knock Ace and Whitebeard.
I know. He did. Yeah, I know, right? You're right. That's the one feat I can't argue with, bro. That's the one feat he got Kaido to turn around, and he showed up to Marineford, bro. That's the one argument I can't fight with. I know logic and reason, bro. He really did get that nigga to turn back.
And that was 2 years ago too. So
I know.
I would assume everybody in here is caught up in One Piece, right?
I read the manga.
Yeah, everybody here. I don't know in the chats, but they're gonna be spoiled, bro.
Tell them if they don't want to spoil the warning.
Yes.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. I'm caught up in the manga.
Just tap in it like a little bit, and then like we could get back onto the topic with the best intros, because the comments is getting on fire with some other intros, and I ain't gonna lie, they got some intros, bro. So yeah.
Okay. Shanks' whole fleet is a bunch of people that are way weak because he can afford
I know, because he can fight off a fleet with his own base crew. I agree. That shit is crazy, bro.
Shanks is a one-man national protection agency. Come on, dog.
I know. I just know that from everything that we've seen, I don't think that Kaido is just getting blitzed by Shanks. I think Kaido will have a good, fair fight. I think he has a shot at winning. Now, based on what we know from the plot, we know Kaido would never beat Shanks in a fight. My personal opinion, if you took out plot and you stacked the facts and you gave them a shot, you looked at the numbers, I think Kaido got a shot. You feel me? Shanks is never going to lose to Kaido. Thematically, it would be bad writing. That would undermine. Why would Shanks be weaker than the character that Luffy, his apprentice, just defeated? It would never make sense. I'm just saying, take away plot, stack the numbers. I think Kaido got a shot.
In fraction, 10 rounds, 10 fights, refreshing that.
Yo, that nigga Kaido was boxing.
Yo, not too deep.
Oh man,
because we could, bro. Don't worry. This is a conversation we can save for later. You feel me? Like we could really break this whole shit down. You know what I mean? But
comments going crazy.
Nah, definitely, because we got to touch up on those character intros like Trunks shit, bro. Come on,
my God! Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah. Yes,
my boy Jersey Squad said Trunks, and I'm like, yeah, you gotta give him that shit, bro.
Yes,
bro. Come on, right out of like watching Dragon Ball Z, you already know, first time seeing Trunks coming in. Not knowing that Goku's the only Super Saiyan, and then here comes another Saiyan. We already saw how everybody struggled beating Frieza, just for this nigga to just slice him up like it's nothing.
So, I had that was absolutely fire, because that just blew our minds when we found out there was new Saiyans, and we were all just fucking bamboozled. You know what I'm saying? But I want to, and this isn't a character intro, but it was. I think it should be able to fit into the category because of the simple fact that we were confused until this point. When Madara showed up at the fourth grade ninja war, and they realized that and I think that should count because that's when we realized that the person we thought was Madara was Toby.
Yeah.
Boy.
It counts. It counts. It counts. 100%.
Boy. When Madara walked up and it was like, oh, it's one man, that's when we saw the bravest nigga in anime who ran up against him first.
You know why I know that scene was so great? I still remember the exact episode, 322, bro. The first day that episode aired, bro, I'm like, nah.
My God.
I gotta screen record. I mean, screen record didn't exist, but I downloaded that episode to re-upload it on YouTube that same day, bro, because that episode was insane, bro.
Nah, it definitely knows how to introduce a character. Like, I don't think there's a Naruto introduction that has been completely fumbled. Even after the Land of the Waves arc, Rock Lee came and whooping niggas ass.
I was dead ass thinking that, bro. Like Rock Lee's intro was so slept on because Sasuke was supposed to be this great shinobi, this getting to everybody. Man, Rock Lee came in and said, "Your eye's not fast enough to keep up with me." What?
You could copy all
that was crazy.
And then
that was crazy.
In the air, spinning downward.
No cap. Wait, there was y'all ever, so this is a throwback a little bit, but when Death the Kid was introduced in Soul Eater, my God.
I know Soul Eater is one of your favorite animes too.
Bro. Oh my God. When Death the Kid was introduced, first off, it was wicked because he's the son of, for those of you who haven't watched Soul Eater, I ain't gonna spoil it for you. He's low key just nice off rip, but then he has a symmetry, like that's his character quirk, that's his character flaw. So he don't use just one gun, he uses twin pistols, but he fires with his pinkies. So he uses the guns upside down. Oh my God. He just pulled up this random kid and he just started blasting on these all these characters. He's just like this mad, like 13-year-old kid with some weird bull haircut, looked like Rock Lee, but he low-key fly, right? He's shooting at all these demons and monsters with twin pistols on his pinkies. The guns is upside down. I'm like, yo! And then the guns come out of nowhere and the weapons are people. That's one of their special abilities. So he dropped the guns, they turn into people. He got two bad bitches. I'm like, oh, this nigga is the best. This nigga is the coldest, bro. Bro, Death the Kid. Ugh. Cool intro.
Nah, I'll fuck with that intro. I ain't gonna hold you. I'll fuck with that intro.
My dog.
And One Piece is made.
They're crazy. I'm not hearing none of that, bro. I'm not hearing none of that. One Piece is mid. I'm not hearing none of
that. That's our guy Johnny. Just know niggas be trolling. We know he be trolling, bro. Don't worry, bro.
Oh, speaking of One Piece character intros, the heavenly demon Don Quixote Dofla motherfucking Mingo?
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Joker?
My nigga.
It was crazy.
What do you say,
bro?
If like Doflamingo's intro was a build up because we didn't see everything he was doing.
That's true.
We seen him pop Bellamy for losing a loop, and then we seen him at the war. You're right.
His initial intro was just a little taste.
Right.
If anybody asks me who's the most influential villain in One Piece, I go Doflamingo.
I would actually put Kaido over Doflamingo, bro.
His intro?
If low key, if we're going to that.
No. You know why? We only know about Kaido because Luffy went Gear 5 on him. Doflamingo's influence stretches past One Piece, nigga. When you see a nigga with dress shoes and the fuzzy thing around his neck,
are we talking in-world or meta?
Talking about Son, Jonathan Major shot his whole cover for that one magazine.
Oh,
When
Doflamingo is by far more influential of a villain out world.
Okay, no, I didn't know he was talking about outside of One Piece. I thought he was talking. Come on, bro. Oh,
Oh, wait a minute. Since we on One Piece intros, I'm sorry, I gotta shout him out. My boy Trafalgar D, the motherfucking Lawfather. Because when they showed up, he had the tattoos, he had this chill little pose, and his name was the Surgeon of Death, nigga. And you knew not to cross that nigga. He said room and a nigga's head appeared in his hand. Let's talk about it. Let's
okay,
talk about it, baby.
okay.
The Lawfather.
I ain't mad if that's like one of your favorites, but I wouldn't. When we go to the best, I would even put him in one of the best. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you.
Okay. Favorites for sure. Maybe not best, but that shit was cool. I'm sorry. I had to give Law a shout out because that was fire, bro.
Nah, facts, bro. Think who? Shout out to my guy, Chi, DJ Chi in the chat, Win in the chat, Johnny in the chat.
Yeah.
I see my niggas in the chat, bro. Let me
tell
see.
Johnny he can fold in second 8 ASAP.
Nah, yo, Jersey Squad said
Wait.
Gojo when he first showed up to beat Sukuna's ass. All right.
I just
Wait, are we talking manga or are we talking wait, what are we talking?
Anime. I'm talking anime. Cause
No,
I didn't read the manga.
okay. See, okay. Because I'm gonna say something.
What's
Because
up?
I'm gonna say something.
What's
Okay,
up? What's up?
200% Hello Purple is a hell of a motherfucking introduction.
Wait,
For
who?
those of you who know, if you know, you know.
Wait, who?
Okay.
Who we talking about?
200% Hello Purple is a hell of a motherfucking character introduction.
Nah,
If
yo,
you know, you motherfucking know. Nigga said when Gojo showed up to kick Sukuna's ass, if you know, you know.
Chill.
Chat.
I just want to say,
Yeah.
and I like Gojo as a character, but the man's a fraud.
Whoa. Okay.
I don't know if I can accept
Peter,
that.
why you say that?
Wait, is it
I
a
hope
manga
everybody's caught
spoiler?
up to.
Nah, not everybody. To the anime or to
It
the
involves
manga?
it involves some manga story, so I'm not going to say it. But
Yeah, bro,
the
you can't
only
do it.
thing was
I
done
know why
right,
you're saying that, but I can't accept that, bro. I wouldn't say that.
bro. He's a fraud, bro.
He's not. It's like, first off, you know it's a story. What is the purpose of the story? The purpose of the story is the next generation that Gojo is raising. He wants to be strong enough to combat this wave of. You know how the story's going to progress. You know how the story's going to progress. The torch has to be passed. It's the will of fire. It's the will of D. It's the next generation. That's how they go.
No. The thing about the Will of D is that the Hokages that were sit there before all died. The youngest Hokage had to die before his time, so his senior had to go back, and he was ready to die already. Third was the oldest Hokage at the time of his death.
well, okay. You're right.
His other pick, he did not learn the lesson he was supposed to learn when Toji beat his ass the first time.
What? That's crazy because he came back and faded fucking Toji. He came back and faded Toji, so that's crazy.
He got stronger, but he did not learn the lesson of his arrogance that he's supposed to learn from losing to Toji the first time.
Why would he learn the lesson when he came back and smoked the nigga? What lesson would I learn? I killed him. I won. He tried to kill me. He didn't. I came back. I killed him. I win. I don't learn shit.
And look where that nigga's at now.
He's sealed. Chill. He's sealed. Let's leave it at that. He's sealed.
I hope
he's sealed. Okay,
bro.
I'm caught up on the manga. We're gonna leave it at that.
We're gonna leave it, bro. Yeah, I'm caught up too. Matter of fact, did you see that shit that fucking Yuji just did when he just learned?
Yeah.
Bro, that shit is crazy. I'm not gonna lie, Sukuna is a hoe, but we ain't gonna talk about it. Let's just skip that.
Yeah, I think it's
Sukuna be hoeing my boy, bro. He be trying to disrespect my nigga Yuji like he ain't a real fucking man. We ain't gonna talk about it. We ain't talk about it.
Not yet, bro.
I mean,
I'm gonna just tune out at this point.
I want you to think about if you caught up in Jujutsu Kaisen, I want you to think about everything this nigga Gojo was supposed to do. The only thing I will say he was right for not doing, which I feel him on, was not popping Guido in the street right when they parted in the flashback.
Yeah.
Him not popping Guido makes sense on two occasions. One, you 16. you're not gonna pop your own. You're not gonna pop your closest friend when you already in a situation where most of your friends are dying. It's not Bishop and Juice.
But
Motherfucking
wait, go ahead,
what
go
you
ahead, go ahead.
Right.
secondly, what you call it? It was mad people in the street. He would have killed mass civilians, and Guido didn't care at that point about humans. But so it's just like we could fight all out. I'm going to use my demons, and everybody here is going to die. So you gonna let me walk away? And he knew that. So that was his hubris coming to
Oh
fucking
my God. Go ahead.
not having what's the name dispose of his body properly in Zero was a big oversight. We would have had the Kenjaku problem right now if it wasn't for him doing what he's supposed to do with
I'm not
other
gonna
Jujutsu.
lie. That's a fucking fact. That is a huge fact. That is a huge problem for me. And you're absolutely right.
So amongst all the other shit, you don't be, and I get it. You're the strongest. You want the Jujutsu Society to be handled a certain way, and with as being the strongest, there shouldn't be a problem that you're too scared of taking care of. But
Well, he's the strongest of the modern era, not the strongest of all time. Sukuna is the strongest. He was the strongest in like history as far as record had gone, and like there were other strongest of their eras who had come and fought Sukuna during the culling games. You get what I'm saying? So like there was another one, and he got faded too. It wasn't just Gojo that. Oh, we can't talk about it. We can't talk about it.
That's what I'm
Spoilers.
saying, bro. Y'all going too deep. Y'all going too
But look,
deep.
look, bro.
That's it.
I just saw the chat though.
Yeah.
The Stern Ritters and Yohavahak when they pulled up in Bleach.
Oh yeah.
During the 1,000-year Blood War. Now, nigga, I'm gonna say something. I am not a Bleach fan. Bleach is a good series. I think it has its flaws. I think it is outclassed. However, there are certain things that Bleach does, and it's just like chef's kiss. You can't even fucking that Sternritter intro, boy, when Yohawk came out, and then old man Yamamoto came and smoked everybody, and then Yohavahak pulled back up and spun the block. The Sternritters got it. I'm not gonna hold you. Bleach has the best assembly, like group enemies, villains. They got the best. Bleach got it. Bleach got it. The Sternritters pulling up was just like that might have been worse than a pain assault. I'm not gonna lie. It low-key might have been worse than the pain assault. That shit was crazy. Not only it might have been worse than the pain assault because they didn't even infiltrate. They came from their shadows. That was so crazy, bruh.
You know what the truth about you know what the truth of the matter is?
What?
Outside of and somebody said they're talking about the power scaling in anime. Honestly, the proximity outside of the outright one motherfucker is more powerful than another motherfucker, and they constantly peel back layers of strength to reach new heights, like in Dragon Ball Z.
Right.
Which all these power scaling doesn't make any sense because they're trying to make Goku beat Superman, which is not happening.
No time soon.
He's never beating Superman, for the record.
It's because, and that's the thing about sidebar. I'm gonna get back into that after I say this point. A power scale of a modern shonen anime is based on how close it is to Hunter x Hunter's power scale. Honestly, Hunter x Hunter's power scale is a perfect format of non-linear abilities as far as one character can do something different than another character, as to where Dragon Ball Z, most of the strongest fighters transform upward.
Yeah.
Have the level they're at already, or they transform.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Like,
I'm trying to think. You feel me? Because I gotta pause. This is the first time I ever had to stop my gameplay to just be like, wait, let me sit down and think real quick.
Nah, Soul Press, I agree with you. I think what he's saying is that the modern shonen formula, instead of having everybody get a whole bunch of transformations as a part of their like leveling up system now is basically more akin to people having individual different styles of abilities, and it comes down to how well they use that individual ability that they use or have been taught or trained with.
Okay.
Yeah, Soul Press, kind of.
Yeah, characters have kits, and they put together
Yeah, yeah.
instead of Super Saiyan. I'm just gonna my Kamehameha are stronger now.
Right.
For example, since the chat want to go so crazy on JJK, for example, when in the Shibuya arc that just passed, Chozo's fight with Yuji, he had to understand how he could maneuver around Chozo's kit because Chozo had range and he had a malleable format of defense and offense that he could shift between. You know what I'm saying? So he had to figure out a way around instead of just powering up, his hair
and
glows,
going through
and just blowing away the whole fucking bathroom when they fought. He had to figure out how to get around Choso's blood ability.
That shit was crazy. Now, let me provide y'all a concept. There was something I read way back, which is when you limit power, you make for better interactions. You make for better fights. There's
Oh my god! Oh my god! Yes. Go ahead.
A reason when you that's the problem. Dragon Ball Z, a lot of its fights come down to beam struggles. But there's a reason, like whatchamacallit. They said they compared Harry Potter to Full Metal Alchemist, and they compared the Full Metal Alchemist, the first anime versus the Roy versus Edward fight. They have to find different interesting ways to use metal and fire for these two to clash heads.
Instead of, oh, I got honestly, a spirit bomb. It's honestly, I love the spirit bomb. It's beautiful. It's a trademark in the community. We thank the spirit bomb. We appreciate the spirit bomb and all that it has done. But honestly, the spirit bomb is a bunch of bullshit. The spirit bomb is an energy nuke that is created from the well wishes and support of all the people who want the villain to die. That is bullshit.
How so?
Because I think that. So let's look at the example that Soul Press just gave. He said in a fight with Roy Mustang and Ed and Full Metal Alchemist, they had to figure out ways to use metal and fire. I think that makes for like an intelligent, crafty fight. I think in a real situation, if this is supposed to be a world, right? I think that in a world, you don't have 10, 15 seconds to stand with a nigga in your face trying to kill you, to put your hands up and telepathically connect to everybody and hope that they will give the energy to some random ass motherfucker that's asking for it. And yeah, we saw that problem in the Dragon Ball show, and they found ways around it. But realistically, we talk about humans, they're like, yo, fuck you, nigga, I don't know you. That's not going to work. So when you think about how well somebody has to craft a fight, like, oh, shoot, let me think. If I have metal powers, I might be able to manipulate the iron in his body. That kind of shit is wicked. And it shows the depth of a writer's ability to really think about how authentic and real this fantasy that they're trying to create or depict or write about. It shows how in depth they really thought about it and crafted it. It's not lazy.
And that's why JoJo's is a strong influence for everything. JoJo's is not a fighting series.
Oh, JoJo, that's my shit. It's like more of like a mind fuck series, bro. Like they think their fights through.
I'll be right back in 2 seconds, guys.
No P. But nah.
JoJo's
continue.
JoJo's fight, but JoJo's, you literally watch a big fight is motherfuckers thinking about how to outsmart each other. JoJo's is literally, I have this set of abilities, you have that set of abilities. How can I make sure I use my shit? And Araki, the writer of JoJo's, is not afraid to save his ass by just writing some bullshit.
Right. From time to time.
But yeah, for the most part, it's mind versus mind. Like to the point where a lot of people don't know this. If you've seen JoJo's Part 5, the reason Panakata Fugo left the crew is because what's the name? Say he wrote him too strong.
Who?
Araki. I wrote him too strong to.
Which character?
The blonde hair one from Part 5.
From Part 5, right? Yeah, like when he left, right? Yeah.
Purple Haze is my favorite stand name. Like for Purple Haze, come on. But yeah, the one he actually wrote him back in a book where he gets control over Purple Haze, where he doesn't poison himself. But like for the most part, he was like, I have no more I can write for this character. So I'm gonna just let it go. And when everybody's going to go continue the quest to fight against the boss, it's a perfect time. He's just gonna stay behind. But yeah, in the book, he ends up rejoining the crew anyway.
Wait, well, okay.
I miss.
That's in the manga or like later down in the series though.
They wrote a in the anime he leaves the crew. They gave him his own spin-off novel.
Who?
There's a lot of
you watch
there's a
JoJo,
lot
right?
of
Oh, I just started JoJo.
Yeah, okay.
there's a lot of spin-off material for JoJo. JoJo's has a whole verse.
Yo,
Like-
JoJo has more chapters than One Piece does. They have a lot of content.
JoJo started first.
For the record, and a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I came onto JoJo very late, and not because I had a problem with the show or anything, but I never really paid attention to it. To be honest, I thought it was like a slice of life romance thing because it was so the dramatized art style,
Right.
and I thought it was supposed to appeal to girls because of the fashion and some of how and that's when I was a kid and like into being a teenager. Now as an adult, I was like, oh shit, JoJo's they be throwing hands. So I recently got into it, and as I did my research about the series, I found out just how long the JoJo legacy has been around. JoJo got mad content that people should really find out about.
Yeah.
A lot of content.
Yeah, I think so. Press trying to say something.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yep. So Press, you here?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, now
We got you.
I just got to the cribbo and my internet was switching between Wi-Fi and the signal.
No
I just turned off. Whatchamacallit? JoJo's. My introduction to JoJo's is crazy because I was getting really into my fighting game shit. Like I had Mugen, which is like this everybody ass fighting game program back in
yeah.
2000, I want to say 2000, 2007, 2006. I had read Shonen Jump on print for the first time because when Blockbuster was open, they used that as copies, and I was like, Dragon Ball Z as a comic.
Damn, Blockbuster, good time.
Yeah, so what it was, I thought Dio, and they had the fighting game out, so I thought Dio was the main character for 3. And so I was playing the game, and I was like, "Oh, this weird looking stuff. This dude with the hearts on his forehead." But then the nigga was stopping time and throwing knives in his moveset. So then I went back and read the manga for part 3. Part 3 was the first part they dropped in America, and that was wild. Yeah. But that shit was lit. I'll be right back.
So, Ike, you said you had some questions for us. What other questions you wanted to ask?
No, of course. All right. So another question is, what anime started off so well that you thought it was gonna do good but disappointed you? What anime like basically was good off the first hype but then disappointed you? I could go first.
Tokyo Revengers.
Wait, for real?
So I read the Tokyo Revengers manga.
I haven't.
Yeah,
I know how it ends.
Oh shit! For real?
I'm not gonna say shit. I'm not gonna say anything. Tokyo Revengers was so good to me until literally the ending.
What?
It was so bad that I finished it while I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say the exact same thing.
My nigga,
Damn.
Tokyo Revengers. So it was so bad. The ending was so bad for me that I finished the manga while the second season was airing. And I stopped watching the show in the middle of the second season because of how bad the ending was for me. I said, I have no interest to see any more of the events because the way that I function, when I watch a show and then I go and read the manga, I
Mm-hmm.
forget like that what has been animated yet, and I tend to blur like watching the show with reading the manga because I know the whole story.
Okay.
And so it's like if I finish the manga, I'm like, oh, I already know the story. I don't really care to see it animated because I know it's shit anyway. I
Right.
stop. I dropped the entire season mid-season because of how bad the ending was.
Where is like it was like that? Damn. I'm on the
I'm
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 on this
so
I'm on the third season. Yeah, third I believe the third season or the second
oh,
season.
you're in a real nice spot. Oh, you should be
Yeah.
enjoying it. You should be loving the series right now. Stop it after
Damn.
the season's done.
After
It's one of those like where the ending is so bad it ruins the rest of the story.
damn son.
Disappointment.
Wait,
I
wait,
was
wait.
fucking with it too.
I will say they said we're getting an alternate ending for the manga. I mean, for the anime.
We
And
are.
honestly,
Mm-hmm.
hearing the story of the author, how he actually was a child yakuza, I kind of understand why he ended the story like that.
Okay, damn. Now you made me feel some type of way because that, like, hearing that, I didn't know that, but that makes excellent sense. That makes brilliant sense. He
Yeah,
probably really had like some, you know what I'm saying, some homies that he wished could have been here with him. Damn. All right.
So
I
anime,
feel bad.
I would actually say, damn, Tokyo, I gotta watch out for that. But is
Tokyo Revenge
seven
Surgery.
deadly sins, bro.
Nigga fell off.
Like that shit fell off to the max, bro.
Fell off.
Like that shit really disappointed me.
Fell off.
I don't know if you
I
got
couldn't do it.
yeah, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I
Wait,
don't think I
whoa,
made it to the third season.
wait, when? Hold on a second. Death Note disappointed you? Wait, nah. When you gotta
Oh,
explain how, cause that
don't get me
low key.
started.
Wait,
Don't get me started.
are you on the same page with Win or nah?
Yes.
Wait, what?
First off, I couldn't get into Death Note.
Wait, whoa, what? How?
I can't.
Death Note disappointed you? How? How?
You talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you and Win. Win
Okay.
is typing his answers right now as we speak. So I'm talking to you.
Okay. Here's my issue. Um, I love the concept. I think it's great. I think that Light is a very dynamic character. I think he shows a lot of. First off, I struggled to get through. I didn't even finish it. I'm gonna be honest, but I read um all of the story. I know how it ends. I know like what there is to know about Light Yagami. I know about his personality. I know about Ryuk and his relationship. I know about his sacrifices and where it ends his old goofy ass.
Right.
And I think that I don't know. I like that it's a heavy thinker show. Don't get me wrong. I can appreciate that. But I feel like it lacked a certain something. Like Code Geass had, and I don't think it was necessarily the mech fights that Code Geass had as an intellectual show that really like added something that they don't have in Death Note. I think even the calculatory, backstabbing, conniving politics of Code Geass still did a better job of executing that type of show dynamic than I think Death Note did. Death Note is just like it just doesn't do it for me. That's my personal opinion because I know how excellent the show is. I know how wide a fan base it has,
It
and I know how many
has.
people genuinely love the show.
Right.
I just
What? I need the spark notes on this Death Note slander right quick because I was moving.
it's honestly, Death Note is one of the shows that I acknowledge is probably a Hall of Famer, and it's just my personal opinion that I don't like it, and that's okay. I can be like the one who's it is. I don't have to like it. That doesn't take anything away from it. It's just not my cup of tea.
Why was the ending? But okay, Renjus is saying the ending was terrible. Why was the ending terrible?
Yes, tell us,
Like,
Renjuice. Tell us.
and then
I,
and then Jersey Boy also said Death Note only disappointed me because Light should have won. Yeah. Okay. Now, Peter, what?
Um,
So, Press, what are you about to say?
Thinking Light should have won is a childish opinion in my. I'm sorry, it's
Yeah, I
childish.
don't think Light
It's
should have won. I
it's
actually think Light should have gone to hell, if anything.
win. If you haven't
And
evolved past Goku, then you think Light should have won. But no, Light deserved to die. Light,
Nah,
Light played
it's Jersey Squad who said that.
so,
not,
uh,
but I just think that's where it comes from. It's just you want your main character to win, and I get it, but it's just like if when you go back and watch the series and watch all the Light slip ups and how arrogant he got, it wasn't just about him doing what's right. Light lost the whole. By the time he killed Ray Pember's girlfriend, it wasn't about him doing what he set out to do. It was about him being a megalomaniac, and he
yeah.
lost because the whole way through he thought it was smarter than everybody, and that's
Uh,
what that's what he got punished for. You know, um,
but
it said he was going to write his name in the death note anyway. The minute I'm bored with you, you're gone. So that's telling you from jump, Light's going to die in the story.
here's why I think that it wouldn't have made sense for Light to win. Because because first off, the show is a story, right? And the manga is a story. If you look at stories, their purpose is to teach a lesson or to tell a tale or a legend of some kind. So if you rewarded somebody at the end of the story, like even if you look at Grimm's Tales, right? Not the sweet spun versions that we get over here in America. I mean the original Grimm's Tales, when the boys and girls didn't listen, they had poor fates. They had consequences to pay. And even in the demise of the story, the whole purpose, even if it was a happy ending, was to leave a lesson for boys and girls who heard the Grimm's Tales to learn about. So even when you have a good guy, at the end of the story, the good guy wins. But when you have somebody who has surrendered their morality to villainy for the sake of their own beliefs or becoming a godlike figure, which is what Light ended up doing, rewarding him with a victory at the end of his crimes would be contradictory to what the purpose of stories are. They're supposed to teach a lesson. So if you had somebody like Light who had done so much evil in the world, I use air quotes, but evil in the world, and you rewarded him with a win at the end of the series, what lesson would that teach, or what message would that push that you can do certain things in this world and it will be okay because you might win if you are cold or calculated enough? I think that his dark fate was a consequence to teach the lesson and properly wrap up the story, because had it been otherwise, it would have defeated the whole purpose of, like, teaching anything. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And even just that. Well, that too. Isn't but even past the lesson, the story we watch Light become more and more sloppy about
right. Why the fuck would anybody reward him for that? Fate itself.
Yeah, his plots become extreme when he gets more extreme gambits, but we see his arrogance start to leak through as a character. So there was no win for Light. Now that other protagonist, I don't know if y'all read the Death Note one shot that dropped.
I didn't.
Nah, I didn't as well too.
Enlighten me, educate me, dog.
The Death Note one shot, Ryuk drops the Death Note.
Not in Simpsons. Again. Are you talking about in Simpsons or no?
Talking about
Simpsons did an episode about that shit.
No. It's an official piece. Like it's an official one. I keep saying One Piece. It's an official Death Note extra chapter.
That's fire.
Drops the book in the new world. Ryuk drops the book in the modern day. The world after Kira. Trump is the president, and this kid, he drops it to this kid, and the kid is just like, okay, well, I'm gonna get what I want with this book without ever having to use it. It's like 40 or so chapters. I recommend y'all read it.
That actually sounds pretty dope.
Yeah.
I might read that before I read the regular one, because that sounds really easier to get into. And since it's modern time, I think it might have more context that I could understand in the current moment or connect to directly immediately.
That one is a sequel series. It's not going to make very much sense if you don't read the original.
I know how Death Note worked and stuff. I do a lot of reading and watching other stuff.
I don't know if you guys I don't know if you
Oh,
guys covered this,
hold,
but
hold, hold on,
it
hold on, hold on, hold on, funny. You can't just pop in and not introduce yourself, my G.
yeah, my fault. I try to find a way to get into the conversation. I was out here sneaking behind the bush trying to pop out and shit.
Nah,
Yeah, but my
yeah.
fault. Yeah, I just got home. I hopped right back on the computer. I didn't even take my work clothes off, type shit. But hello, what's going on? This is Fonny Savant. Back to you again. We talked the first time last Sunday. I'm here to continue the conversation. Sorry for my lateness, but it better late than never. All
Bet.
right, let's get it.
Oh,
I know y'all was talking about Death Note. You know what I'm saying? My ears perked up a little bit, and I just wanted to say, how y'all feel after L died, bro? Like, you feel me?
I was mad, but I understand why he died.
I
I didn't like it, bro. And then the introduction of, I mean, if they had like some nuances before where they introduced the other characters,
right.
like his brother or his like foster, kids before. I don't like when people just pop up. There's a
That's
brand new character, and there was no backstory about that shit.
that's where a lot of people are split on Death Note. That's probably a lot of people, even in Japan when it was coming out. That was people's like initial like gripe with Death Note. That was like they don't like Mellow and Near that much. But
I don't think
Nobody
anybody in
really
the
liked
anime
that. It was
community like Mamiya like that. I didn't even like him as well too. I mean, I understood why L had to die, but it was like, damn, bro, like he really did not have to because it okay. I know what
it didn't have
I
to.
think Jay Pash was saying like, yo, he like L. It looked like L sacrificed himself for like for somebody else to take his place to, you feel me, for somebody else to defeat Light. But again, like we said, we missed the backstory in Mimir. Like that nigga was like way weirder than L. So I'm like, yo, where did this guy come from? Why did like
It was
yeah, it was
weird.
just weird. It was weird. It was weird.
that's just funny.
Fucking
Let me find
weird. It was out of nowhere.
freaking that's Al's death is a foreshadowing to the fact that Light had to die too. I want y'all to understand this. The same way Light progressed and he got more arrogant and his stature became more important than his goal. He became the same to keep Kira going. He became just as ruthless as the criminals he killed off. Mind you,
I see
he
what you're
was
saying,
murderous
Rufus.
to assist his
Oh,
plot
go ahead. I was reading the chat. I'm
when
sorry. Go ahead.
Now go
he
ahead.
was he killed murderers and rapists, but he also killed petty thieves, people that might have been wrongly incriminated. He was reading off police reports. He wasn't like an actual judge of crimes or whatever. He was killing criminals. Period. He
Yeah,
wanted people to
he
fear
was
crime.
getting drunk. He was getting drunk off of power. He became like God in his way. Like
So
even when he lost it and came back 10 years later, he wanted to be the great regulator. You know what I'm saying? What
now
he says goes, and he's just yeah.
the reason I say that Light's L's death is the foreshadowing to Light's death. Light lost his way because he got too arrogant. He changed his personality around what was going on. L, who had nobody to relate to, who thought who was like your Kira most of the time, did nothing about it because he revealed to him, I see you as my friend. You're one of the few people, you're one of the only people I consider a friend, you know, because now he's found
Mm.
somebody who was, mind you, L is three of the smartest detectives in the world in this story. Three, not one. It's him, and the other two are his aliases.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing he could find to relate to him was Light. So instead of holding this shit where, hey, I know Ella's in Japan, and this is the only person that's as smart as me, but this is the only person he let that get in the way. When he's normally cold to everybody else. The only other person he shows any type of concern for is Watari, because Watari raised him. So him letting go of his character and dying in that same episode where he's just like, yo, like you're my friend. Goes to
Was it that
foreshadow.
same episode? Okay, that makes sense. Because I
He
don't
said it.
remember him acknowledging him as a friend. So that's a big yeah. That's a big tell. that's a big tell because it's like when you get to that level, it's like damn, nobody can even like match you, so you don't even acknowledge people. But when you acknowledge somebody like that, it's like okay, I see you as an adversary. You're revered and respected, and so getting killed in that same episode it's very telling. It's very telling for sure.
And then another person popped in and and said Promise Neverland also disappointed them as well too. Well, season 2.
Bruh. I'm not even gonna talk about it. I didn't even watch it. I didn't know from how many people said don't, and that's sad.
Hold on, wait, real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
You said is this about season twos and shit?
Oh no
Is
no
this
no.
like topic?
Okay. No, the question or the topic is what anime basically got you all hyped up, but later on disappointed you.
I have a manga.
Oh,
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
let me think. I gotta
So
think.
so now
Tokyo
Damn.
so now
Ghoul.
we're
I
all
mean, it would definitely be
oh,
Death Note for me.
Tokyo
It would definitely be
Ghoul.
Death Note for me,
Death
for
Note for
sure.
you. Damn. And
Yeah,
then
it definitely.
wait, before we even get into Tokyo Ghoul, I agree with Promise Neverland. I don't think even there has to be any much conversation about that. But I haven't finished Tokyo Ghoul, so like, Lil, enlighten us. Why you think Tokyo Ghoul?
Oh my God. So Tokyo Ghoul opened with one of the matter of fact, you want to talk about let's go back to the intros because Rize popped on the scene in Tokyo Ghoul episode 1, starting off the first season with crazy energy. She came in talking about I'm gonna eat this nigga. So on first season, we on go. All season, end of the season, this nigga Kaneki he gets fucking what is it? Stockholm syndrome and starts to crack his knuckles like his abuser. He goes and feeds this nigga. I'm talking crazy fight, crazy animation. We got a good conclusion to the story throughout the season. We saw Kaneki really struggling with his identity as a human or a ghoul, as he's a half human, half ghoul, and he finally comes to the point where he acknowledges and recognizes his fate as a ghoul, and he embraces it and ends up in this nigga. Season 2 wasn't bad. It gave us a little continuation to the story. You feel me? We really got to see that Kaneki now, he's really him. Right?
Right.
Bro,
That's the
what
name
the
of
fuck is season 3?
That's the name of the
What the fuck
character,
is
right? Kaneki, right?
Yeah, that's the name of the main character. His name is Ken Kaneki.
Okay.
Ken Kaneki. I'm sorry. Some people will say Kaneki. I watched it in English and Japanese.
Okay.
So season 3. Season 3 starts off with a government endorsed half human, half ghoul unit that apparently has their abilities monitored, so they're not completely ghoul and they don't eat people. They can eat normal food, but at the same time, they're weaker than some regular ghouls. But then we have Kaneki, who's the leader of the group. But he's not Kaneki because he looks like him, but he got a different name, and everybody calls him a different name. He got a different eye shape, but his powers work similar. Long story short, this nigga went through some type of split personality shit, and he ended up thinking he with the name something else, and the government told him he was somebody else. It was some bullshit. He went from a cold-blooded savage who acknowledged his dark side for the sake of protecting the ones he loved to being a government dog who wasn't even himself. And apparently he had a baby or didn't because he forgot because he got this multiple man, that shit was some bullshit, bro.
Damn. Y'all also watch Tokyo Ghoul or nah? Cause I know.
Nah, I was just trying to see what it was about from through explanation. Honestly.
Yeah.
Tokyo Ghoul is phenomenal. It's a series where there are these cannibals. They look like humans, but they're called ghouls. They get their strength from eating human flesh and sometimes even other ghouls, which is a form of cannibalism, but they don't give a fuck. So they can't eat normal human food. So the way to tell a ghoul is if they're around you, they won't eat anything normal because it makes them sick, like human flesh would make our stomach sick. So they low key like have to live in like the shadows of society. So one day, this one random ass nigga, he's a freshman in college. You feel me? He don't get no he don't got no ribs, he don't get no Johns, you feel me? So one beautiful woman pulls up on him in a coffee shop, and she's like, hey, like, what's that book you reading? So she blows his mind, asks him out on a date. He like, damn, bitch, we could, like, cool, let's go. Walks her home one night down a dark alley. She opens her mouth and bites this nigga's neck. So not like vampire, nigga. I mean, she bites part of the neck off. So he runs, he's trying to call for help, but she's done this before. So it seems like the show is on some serial killer shit. You feel me? Next thing you know, he runs into this. It's anime, so it's a random unfinished building with beams sitting around unprotected, and he runs into the shit. The whole building collapses on him and the woman. She dies. He half dies. The doctors take her organs and put it in his body for him to survive. What they don't know is her organs, or the organs that they transplant into his body, are the organs that give ghouls their abilities. So he becomes a half ghoul. So from that day on, and she was a powerful ghoul, so niggas can smell her on him, and all these other ghouls in the area is coming around like, yo, you on my turf, you gotta die. So he has to fight this whole fucking society he didn't even know existed in the underworld as he's trying to maintain his humanity and not become a ghoul, but he low-key has to. He ends up eating people that he doesn't want to for the sake of doing what's right.
I ain't gonna lie, that sounds like fun.
Yeah. Tokyo Ghoul season 1 is amazing. Season 2 is good, and I heard the manga is excellent in season 3. But it's just like the anime fucked it up so bad, bro. Niggas need to, bro. Check the Jersey Squad. Tokyo Ghoul season 2 is so ass.
That's discouraging me, because it's discouraging me because you said that was because the topic was like what started off good and just went bad.
Tokyo Ghoul is all time worst fall offs.
Damn, son. That
you know what
so
it is?
Interesting though. Like,
you know what it is? It was Gaara, Naruto, Shippuden, and then Boruto Hair Gaara. That's what we got. That's what we got.
I'm mad as hell. I'm mad as hell.
Bro,
I'm mad as hell.
Mad as fuck about that, bro. That's what we got. We got Boruto switch to the side, bull cut Gaara. That's what the fuck season 3 was.
Is it more like Funimation style, or is it more like what is it?
I don't even know who the fuck did it.
So you ever watch that?
Funimation?
No, I'm saying yeah, Tokyo Ghoul.
I watched up until end of season 1.
See, and tell me, season 1 was fucking goated.
Oh yeah,
season 1 was phenomenal, nigga. And then at the end, you know what? I'm not even gonna tell you what he does. I'm gonna let you watch it. Don't get ahead of yourself. No, I ain't gonna tell you, bro, because you gotta watch that shit. You're like, oh, this is some twisted shit.
Some bullshit.
Oh yeah. Check this out. The nigga was fucking, because they're superhuman. They're like vampires, but they fully eat people. Bro, they have superhuman recovery abilities. And the John who like powers he got, she had some of the top-notch best recovery. So niggas would dead ass like abuse him. Like, you ever heard of the story of Prometheus? How he was chained to a mountain and a vulture would eat out his liver every day and it would grow back.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Niggas were ripping off his limbs, breaking his bones, scratching, putting like hooks and swords and stabbing him. All this crazy shit just for him to heal so they could do it over again.
Oh my, yeah, nah, I ain't gonna lie.
I gotta watch it.
For some reason, I like dark anime, so like, well,
bro,
I think everybody
Tokyo
like
Ghoul.
A little bit of that shit. You feel me?
You need to watch Tokyo Ghoul, then, my dog. That shit qualifies.
But I guess you're saying like after season 2, read the manga or some shit.
Yes, after season 2, read the manga. Okay, it's not worth even watching the show. I know for a fact because I am a completionist, and I will ingest every form of media that a good series has just to know all the way to the end if there's a difference between the manga, the end. Just read the fucking manga, bro. It's not worth it.
I hear that.
If you want to hold it in prime bro, if you want to cherish the series of Tokyo Ghoul, bro, don't behold the fucking smudge on its legacy that is season 3 in the anime, my nigga. It's not worth it.
I am a super anime head until like there's no more show left, and then I go to the manga.
Yeah,
so I'm
bro.
probably gonna do that. Probably gonna do that.
Yeah, sure.
Because I'm saying you I've seen the interpretation of like One Piece and how it came from the manga to the actual anime, and they did their thing.
Like,
You know what I'm saying? Like
don't
they
get
did
me
their
started.
thing. Like
I'm
like
I'm caught up in everything. Manga and anime.
I'm a little behind, just like 10 chapters behind. So,
I ain't gonna say nothing crazy.
But something crazy happened.
Because I've been seeing the little things here and there and shit. Yeah, I do need to catch up like today. But how about? I mean, what you think about the best second seasons? What you? Are we doing that?
Yeah, second seasons. Ooh. Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer.
Hold on. I gotta make sure. Are we doing that topic or not? Like,
no, we can.
I gotta know.
No, we can, bro. Anything y'all niggas like, bro. Again, I got shit, but anything we naturally talk about, let's do that. Like, it fell into that because we were talking about like the second season of Tokyo Ghoul was good. Like, it's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked about fall off, and now let's talk about the rising.
And also don't forget about the chat. The chat is also engaging as well too. So second season.
Oh yeah. So I'm sorry. I had to warm up some food. So
I'm watching. I'm trying to see the chat.
Nah, you good. You good.
I'm about to check it out.
Damn, second season. I can't. Yeah,
guys,
bro.
Let me lay low and think real quick. While I'm beating
these
up.
JJK and Demon Slayer.
No.
JJK and Demon Slayer.
No, because I was about see, we was talking about this last week.
And
JJK easy. JJK easy.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you something.
JJK easy.
I'm gonna tell you something. That nigga Yuji Itadori put hands, paws, feet, nails. He went and got somebody else's shoes to put on that nigga Mahito. He was beating the motherfucking bricks off that nigga in the motherfucking, and it made me so mad because Mahito. Now.
Hold on, nah. I ain't gonna lie. I think you're getting ahead of yourself because there was too many good fights before that. It was too many.
You're right.
So
you're right.
So many. Like we could start it off, bro. So first of all, Gojo.
Oh my god, that nigga
He walked into the veil himself.
Presence?
Come on. He walked into the veil himself. He said, all right, you know what? Before everybody come over here, let me just handle this shit by myself.
Right.
Bro.
Go down there. Niggas had to really pull out
wait. You're getting too far. Like you said, there was a lot of good fights. Like you said. Let's go back to the beginning of season 2. They said Gojo's birth increased the quality of curse spirits just to balance out the balance of fucking power because his presence was too overwhelming.
Let's talk about it.
He was a fucking child and they sent assassins after him. And he saw these grown ass men and women and struck fear into their hearts without fighting.
Like,
as a child. As a child. Beginning of the season.
What's dude name? Megumin's father's name?
Toji Zenin.
Toji.
Yeah, okay, I thought it was. All right, so I mean, come on. Even when he was about to when he was trying to assassinate him, and then Gojo looked, and he looked back, he didn't even know it. No, so he just said abort mission. Like, damn, gang, that's crazy.
That shit
work,
was crazy. Bro. That he oh my god, he gave teeth. So that was that's hard because I love Gojo and I love Toji, and I feel like both of them had such great like demonstrations against somebody of the opponent's ability. Like first off,
right.
Nobody's fucking if nobody non-Gojo was defeating Toji, period.
Yeah,
respectfully, Sukuna.
I mean, that's
Toji,
that's an obvious answer.
Toji took out.
Wait, hold on. You the maybe.
I can see that. That's a fight. Now, I got Yuta in that fight. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? Yuta is still part of the Gojo clan. And I don't mean Gojo clan as in
Oh,
his selected students.
true.
I mean, Yuta is a blood relative. So if you think about the three
Yeah,
Greek
that's
families
true.
with the
That's
Zenin,
true.
the Gojo, and the Mako family or the Kamo
That's
family,
true.
nigga, Yuta is the only other living Gojo blood relative. So you're
Oh,
right.
hold on.
I got Yuta.
I didn't even think
How
about
about
that.
I think Hakurama, I think his name is the black dude that could do the
Who?
lottery shit. The dude that could do the lottery shit, and then he could just always like
Oh,
self restore himself.
but
Hakuruma or some shit. What's his nigga name, bro?
oh damn, I got it on. That's my dog too.
He's
He's
a
one of my new
menace.
favorite
He's a menace.
characters.
He's a menace,
Hakai.
bro.
I think it's Hakai. Damn, what's his name?
Hakuruma.
Hakari. It's my boy fucking Hakari. Let me tell you something. Hakari. Oh no, wait, stop. We cannot talk about Hakari. That's all manga.
That's all manga. That's manga.
All manga. We can't talk about Hakari.
Yeah, that is all manga.
Damn.
That is all manga. That is all manga.
Hakari is one of my new favorite characters. He's broken as fuck, and we can't talk about him because he's manga only. But I'm telling you right now, Hakari, that's my nigga. Because when you meet him, he's broke.
Watch out.
Nah, he's broken. He's broken. Nah. Ike, what you was about to say?
Nah, cause I'm like, who's Hakari? I'm like, bro, I'm normally good with names, and I'm like, bro, wait, black guy, wait, what?
Actually, he's been mentioned before. He's been mentioned before.
Yeah, he has been mentioned. He has been mentioned.
I gotta say this low key though, real quick. Like,
go ahead.
When I was first watching JJK, like I'll put it on as a background and shit like that, and you know what I mean, like just doing work and shit. So then. When I realized when I was watching season 2, I'm like, yo, like the power system is all confusing. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm not really understanding what's going on, but I understand what's going on. So I'm like, nah, like right now I'm rewatching JJK. I'm like, yo, I didn't even know that they mentioned Utah like in like episode 2 or 3. So I wasn't even paying attention. Yeah. So
they also mentioned Hakari.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
the
they
other
also
dude.
mentioned him. Yeah.
Hakari is the third year. Listen. Hakari is the third year who got suspended because when Yuji was introduced to the school, they said the upperclassman who was suspended for beating the brakes off one of the higher ups.
Yeah,
nigga, that was Hakari. We're about to meet him. We're about to meet him next season.
Okay,
he's a senior.
No worries. Okay,
he's a little older than the main characters.
Okay,
I'm not gonna cap you down, bro. Yeah, I think you should. Like, that's one of those things where I had to go straight to the manga because I'm just like, nah, I can't really. I couldn't get enough of it. It was too crazy, bro. You know what they did in the second season? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I discussed this to you, and I discussed this to Peter, and we said that's probably one of the best second seasons ever.
Right.
In anime.
In anime history.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And I think it was more a slower start because it was in the past, but we still had Gojo. We had two goats battling each other. You know what I'm saying?
No cap.
No. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gojo and Choji. You know what I mean?
Choji, yeah.
And Getto, and we got to see what Getto could do. Yeah, that's facts, bro.
Yeah.
And then, you feel me? Like, even continuing on from there, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Then we get to see his resolve and how he really, like, damn, like, I'm trying to defend these people, but these people treating my people like shit, you know what I'm saying? Even the two little girls that was his followers later on, you know what I'm saying? They was getting cast out the village because they thought all the curses was coming from the sorcerers, but they can't really come from sorcerers.
Right.
So they was like disbanding those little girls, and then now you like, damn, like I hate humans, bro. Like, you feel me? And then he just turned a super 180. Just was like, all right, you know what? It's gonna be easier if we just kill all humans, so there's not gonna be any cursed spirits. And so now we got the little origin. Then you see like movie Zero or some shit.
Right.
What is that shit called?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we get to see Yuta. Whole time everybody's saying Yuta's strong as hell. I'm seeing little things, when you scrolling on YouTube and shit, and then they saying Yuta strong, and you seeing little glimpses. I'm just like, Yuji was a bitch. I mean, Yuta was a bitch. Yuta was a bitch.
Yeah.
How the fuck? Why is niggas talking about this nigga strong? And then you see him like little photos on the internet, and this nigga looking like Levi from motherfucking Attack on Titans and shit. And I was just like, this nigga got dark. What happened in the last 2 years and some shit?
Right.
Niggas just, you feel me? And then now the nigga's strong. You feel me? You don't even get all of that.
Yo.
That's crazy thing. This nigga Yuta was in Africa. This whole shit.
My bad. I'm back. My mama called me.
You Gucci.
And while everybody's dying in Shibuya. That's in the Afro beats.
Nigga
Now,
came back strong.
What I
Nigga
miss?
came back strong as hell, bro.
What
Oh,
I miss?
my
No,
fault.
no,
Yeah,
no, no.
my fault. Yeah, we.
That's how Utah came back. What I miss? He's like, came back. He was like, what I
Um,
miss?
but you're not part of that shit in the anime in the manga yet, right?
Oh, nah, not yet. And then
All right, so yeah,
my boy just
all right,
dropped
Yuta came.
JJK season 1, 2 is a 101. It's a 101.
oh, it's 101, bro.
That's a fact.
He he did say Demon Slayer, and I'm trying to remember season 2. Is that when they went into the
Shibuya.
forest? Into the,
I'm not Shibuya.
oh,
That's
That was
the
Entertainment
Southern
District.
District.
that was the Tengen, right? With the poison
Yep.
and the twins and all
Yep.
that. Yeah,
Yep.
not the twins,
So
but
that shit went
the two
crazy.
demons
The
and
brother and
shit. Yeah,
sister.
the brothers and sister. Yeah,
That shit went
That was
crazy.
that was cool. Yo, I don't know,
that
bro.
was
I don't
season
know
two.
why,
That was
bro.
season two.
I don't. I
That
know,
was
but it's
season
just like
two.
I don't know why that shit really like. I don't really see the gas niggas be doing it for like Demon Slayer. Like I like it. And I watch it attentively every time. But I'm just
Demon
like,
Slayer is carried by
that's
the
cool.
animation.
I think it's probably your animation, bro. Yeah,
It's
it's probably
Demon
the
Slayer is carried
animation.
by the animation.
yeah, because if we
Yeah.
like pay attention to the story, like Demon Slayer isn't like
Demon
it.
Slayer is also in that conversation with shows that fell off because I read the manga, and again, the ending,
Oh shit!
bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's like it's not even the ending completely. The ending is like, all right, it's cool. It's not bad. But the part that we just saw in season 3, so I can talk
Right,
about it. Can I please talk about it?
right,
When
but don't
when
spoil too
Nezuko just,
much.
oh my god, bro, it's just like that was some cheesy shit. And I know the reason it makes sense, especially because they are the descendants of the clan that they are,
Right.
who practice the Hinokami Kagura dance as a form of breathing practice. Nevertheless, it's cheesy as fuck, and it kind of ruined the whole thing for me. Muzan is a hoe, and the ending is just like mid. So
Hold on. Wait. Chill.
I know, bro. I
Yeah.
know. I'm not saying shit. The ending is mid, bro.
Oh, so it ended.
Yeah,
Nah, it's not. I read the manga. The manga ended.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes. So when we were talking about the story, and I was saying like Demon Slayer is carried by the animation. Season 2 did a really good job for what they needed to do. Demon
Mhm.
Slayer is not it. I'm not gonna say it's not deep, but it's not supposed to be a super. The story's not really long, and for what they have quality fights delivered in a short amount of time with characters that we're introduced to with their backstories, the moments that they fight. Because honestly, it's really only a little bit of time,
Uh-huh.
and that's why we get the flashbacks and shit as characters or the demons are dying. So they deliver a lot in a short period for what they had to do. They delivered well. You know what I'm saying? There's no filler in Demon Slayer.
Okay. All right. Look. So I don't know why, but I think I might like season 2. I mean season 3 better. Hit me
Really?
out though.
What? Swordsmith
Hit me out.
nah,
Village?
I don't. Nah, bro. I didn't like the
Hit me
village
out
one
though.
better than the
So
poison.
we.
Yeah, nah. You gotta explain
So
yourself.
what was the guy with that guy's arm cut off? I forgot his name.
Tengen.
All right. So we got Tengen, and he just takes them over there. They dress like females to be in disguise and try to gather intel. We see him with his 3 bitches, which is cool. That's swanky. That's swaggy. Right. And then they get to the fighting. It's not really like much. You feel me? I don't know why. I think I just enjoyed. Oh, you know why I enjoyed? I think the third season better because I think it was more memorable, especially when she was about to get turned into dust due to the sunlight, and then she just
Yes.
some miraculous thing happened. I felt like it pulled more at the heartstrings, and then nigga was really trying to flex, and we got to see more of Tashiro. That's his name, right? Tashiro.
Tanjiro.
Tashiro's influence. Tanjiro's influence, where he gives you a mark if you're around him, and I just felt like it had more context opposed to the season prior where it was just. I'm sorry, I'm not even looking at the the motherfucking thing at all. Yo, y'all looking at the chat, by the way? Oh, my fault. All right, yeah, okay. I'm gonna pay attention to this shit too.
Nah, you
But
good.
yeah, I feel like it just had more substance. There was more going on over there than opposed to that district. It just had a cool, flashy ass fight, and I think that was cool. I think even
What
seeing the little sister really getting her stripes in, her turning into like a beast, doing her
that
shit
was just your
herself and
book.
not being
That was
useless.
the entertainment district. That was season 2.
That's why I give it props for that. But other than that, I really seen like it was a lot more growth and more substance in the season following that. You know
Ah,
what
I
I'm
feel
saying?
you.
It's just little things like that I can't like. You feel me? Because it's not really heavy in story. You feel me? It's not. You know what I'm saying? And
It's
even
not.
when
It's really
when
not.
we got to meet all the people that the future foes we about to see and how they interact with each other, it was just a lot more. It gave a lot more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In terms of story, I feel like it did.
One
Opposed to the
thing,
other one, I just remember a showdown. You feel me? Like that's what I take from
yeah.
season 2. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all you can really remember. Like you know what I'm saying? But opposed to that, we got to see the members of the opposing clan. We got to get a little more intel about that shit. You know what I'm saying? How the guy that like from way back then he was a dirtbag. I hope I'm not mixing animes. No, yeah, he was a dirtbag, right? Yeah. And that I don't, and I'm not good at the people's names, bro. But yeah,
Nah,
do y'all understand what I'm talking about?
nah, but we here though. Like
I think
we know
Muzan.
Muzan, yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yes.
Yeah, it was
I know
just a
what you're
lot
talking
more
about.
content. It
You
was a
got a
lot
lot,
more
yeah,
substance.
context.
Yeah, it was a lot more
That's a fact.
context. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I like that season better. I feel like it. Yeah, man. There's more things to remember. I think more important things to add to the story. You know what I'm saying?
You
Opposed to
know
just,
what?
you know what I mean?
That's a fact because we did get a lot of context with Yoruichi or Yoriichi, this original Sunbreather,
Mm-hmm.
and how
Yeah,
Tanjiro is
exactly.
connected to his family. For the record, since that season is over, am I okay to talk about it?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
To me, as long as I don't know, cause me personally, if the anime's out, it's been out for a while. Like, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
bro.
Like, that's why like you can talk about it. If it just ended, I would have been like, up until season 2 is fine. But season 3, bro, has been out. Season 4, the movie about to be
For a
out. Like,
minute.
yeah, come on, yeah. So like, it's if you're a fan, you should have been watching it or something. Or this conversation should at least intrigue you to like go into it a little bit. But yeah.
Or it's
Yeah,
your fault.
so
It's your fault.
so for the record, for those for the audience members who don't know the connection, Tanjiro is not a descendant of Yoriichi, the original Sunbreather. Actually, Muichiro, the Mist Hashira, is. The original Sunbreather taught Tanjiro's ancestor the 13 sun-breathing forms in a dance known as the Hinakami Kagura.
Right.
That passed down in Tanjiro's family. However, what I think is also understated, and I watched a lot of videos to help me understand and learn this, is that breathing improves your physical superhuman ability. It's actually adrenaline. By taking in a second burst of oxygen, you get a second rush of red blood cells to your body and your muscles, so you're able to perform superhuman feats because your body has a second rush of oxygen. Breathing techniques are nothing but forced and controlled adrenaline boosts. So the family who had practiced the Hinakami Kagura over the generations had taught their children as they passed it down how to do the dance with breathing styles. When we saw Tanjiro's father, Tanjiro, Jur, Tanjiro's father, he told Tanjiro that he could perform the dance from sun up to sundown if he practiced the proper breathing practices. And then we also saw him perform the 13th form halo dance with an axe on a bear, but his father was an ill man. So these were the moments when his breathing in the form of the dance was passed down to his family, and over generations that fixed how do I explain this? Since they passed that down and through their family, their bodies were trained. The sun breathing is a sacred form. So it's not just people couldn't do it. It wasn't that people wouldn't do it. It's that other people couldn't do it. So they had to take sun breathing in a format that worked for their bodies. Tanjiro's family is a lineage that specifically passed down bred bodies that were strong enough to possess sun breathing. And we know this because
So their bodies was basically acclimated, and it was passed
to
down
sun
through like
breathing.
generations. Yeah.
Yes. But
Okay.
that's also the reason that Nezuko was able to be the one demon that was able to overcome Muzan's blood and eventually return to being human. Because she was the lineage whose body came from sun breathers.
That I,
She
yo,
was
I
a
did.
mutation.
I wouldn't have known that probably for like two more like seasons.
Did you ever
If you
wonder
didn't
why?
have-
Literally, Nezuko never ingested any human blood. She got her strength from breathing in her sleep over the course of 2 years. That's all she did. She didn't eat in her sleep. She just breathed and drank water.
That's true.
She was the descendant of the only line of sun breathers alive. Because even Moichiro, being a direct descendant, he was not a sun breather because his body couldn't handle it. Even as talented as he was, it took years and generations of teaching and training for their bodies to. It was like this is a terrible example, but you know how Black people's bodies are stronger because of the history of work that they've done. That's what was necessary for a lineage of sunbreathers to be able to handle the sun breathing forms. And we know that it takes a toll on your body because Tanjiro was able to learn different forms of breathing, including water breathing and when he replicated thunder breathing. But when he performed sun breathing, that shit took it all out of him. But it was also a stronger form.
What is it called? Like adaptation, like throughout generations, like
Darwinism.
What is it called?
Darwinism.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. So,
oh, my bad. You probably wasn't looking for the specific scientific term. My bad.
Yeah, I forgot what it, but basically, yeah, like over time, like your lineage adapts. You know what I'm saying? For example, certain animals developed fur over time because of this and that. You feel me? Or you feel me? Certain things that happen over. So their bodies was getting. Yeah, exactly, and it's getting developed more and more every time as the offspring gets made and whatever. So. By the way, the Mist guy is the one that was cutting the shit out that last one. He was in the last one, right? The young dude, right?
Yeah.
Like
Mauricio was in the season. Yeah.
And the nigga that cut that nigga up in like a million pieces, right?
Yeah.
So he's in the actual lineage. He's in the original lineage of the dude, the sun breather.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
But his body is not acclimated because they didn't further that. Okay.
Even his own offspring weren't strong enough. He passed down the he taught to Tanjiro's great ancestor as a dance. He taught it to him as a dance.
Can I say something?
Yeah. Go ahead.
What's going?
The best anime protagonist right now is the Saki from Blue Lock.
Wait,
can
you repeat that?
Oh wait, Mecca said Boruto time skip best new gen, right? Okay. Say what you were about to say, Pete.
Yes, it is. Boruto goes crazy right now.
Son, Blue Lock. It's the best-selling manga. It's the best-selling manga in Japan over last year.
Wow.
and I just want to say that Usagi solves the problem with what do we call it? With my move, he solves the Deku problem. Deku is kind of whiny for a lot of this thing. So when he's trying his hardest, he's kind of like he's about to burst into tears. What's the name?
Yo, so press. Find somewhere. Wait, hold on. Go find somewhere where it's like good Wi-Fi or some shit because you keep going in and out.
Oh, it's because of the way I'm holding the phone.
Okay.
Hold on. And it's soggy.
Oh, no. Now it's good. It's perfect. Now repeat the question.
What's your point?
Yeah. Repeat. Basically, start from zero. What did you just say?
Well, he basically said the contemporary best protagonist right now
is Usagi Yoichi, hands down from Blue Lock.
I haven't watched Blue Lock, but I don't know.
Yeah, my boy has been telling me to watch that. So I
I
want
have
my
an
comfortable
Deku,
on
argument for
that.
Deku. I have an argument for Deku. So
Fuck no. Fuck
I,
no. Fuck no.
Deku,
I'm
I
sorry.
have
No
an
Deku,
argument.
disrespect.
Wait. Nah,
I,
let
I
let
Deku,
him let him finish his point. Hold on, let him
I'm
finish
gonna
his
let him
point.
finish.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Deku is very whiny. My son, Deku will figure things out and be. Son, the fact that Deku wasn't talking his shit when he was fighting Bakugo pissed me off. Y'all fight him.
Yeah. Yeah. He
I
needed to
understand
pop off.
why you bigging him up and he's trying to punch you in the face with explosive hand.
He's trying to blow
He
you
was
up, bro.
he was not bigging him up, guys. He was not.
Bakugo
He
is really
knows.
that nigga.
Come
He
on,
literally
he understands that. He understands that. That's why he's not
Best
gonna talk.
character in
It's
class
like
1A.
it's like it's like talking your shit, knowing that you're gonna lose, or having a strong feeling that you may lose. You're gonna look stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying. Even I forgot what basketball player said it, but he was like, "Yeah, like I can't talk my shit all the time because if you do, you got to be able to
but
deliver
Deku
Back it
every
up.
fucking
time you talk shit." You know what I'm saying?
never.
Yeah, because all right, it's good that he's humble because he can analyze. You feel me? But okay, I see what you're talking
Oh,
about,
but
though.
why are you on the verge of tears? Everything you damn except for when he got up to the vigilante. No, but he was hurt in the vigilante. That was legitimate hurt, and I get that. Why are you on the? Why does it feel like you're on the verge of breaking down everything you do?
All right, how about
Es-
him? How about with
Especially,
him? And okay,
especially when you're supposed to be modeled after the. He doesn't. Bakugo is arrogant as hell, but if we really looking at who embodies All Might's attitude more, it's Bakugo. Between the two of them is Bakugo.
Mm,
no, not that's not
no,
true.
I
I
don't.
don't.
I don't
Nah.
agree with
Yeah,
that.
I don't agree with
I can
that as
agree with
well
that.
No,
too. I don't agree
Because
with
do
that.
you know how he actually used to act before he even got the power, or even when he first started off
It
with
was
the
his
power? Yeah, he was
willingness to save
confident.
somebody,
Yeah, bro. Like,
and that
and
was
if you
all my.
know, if you know how,
Uh,
if you know how he acts now, he's sort of like a whiny sort of not whiny, but he's like a little depressed. You know what I'm saying? It's an unfortunate circumstance that he cannot perform how he used to and inspire how he used to. So it does get to him. And I literally just watched up until season 6 just recently.
okay.
You feel me? So yeah. So he does embody that. But yeah, okay.
I'm
And
caught
no,
up in
but
the My
that's
Hero manga.
yeah,
Over
yeah. Me
over
too. Me too.
That
I will
shit.
say I will say there's
Yeah.
fights where kind of Deku knew he was going to be able to handle it, and he was just okay. I can handle this. He stayed cool, and I respect that. It's just that like the whole putting on a smile for people. The whole being a symbol of peace, which started with All Might. It wasn't
Mhm.
just something the characters was doing before. No, All Might was the one that was just like, yo, we have to make it so that we inspire the people too. We can't just save lives because it's not going to go nowhere. And that's why he got the one for all from Nana. If y'all remember that flashback, that's what inspired her. Like, okay, I'll take you as my apprentice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Even,
Mhm.
Yeah.
even
Exactly.
okay, don't even compare to Bakugo. Compare to Lemillion.
I would say that's a better representation of All Might than
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Bakugo.
So,
And
so
Deku. Phew,
Okay.
only
Yeah.
and
I
Deku.
agree. But
yeah,
yeah, that's what his character serves as. That was
yeah.
supposed to be the intent of it. Yeah.
Okay. But now, okay, so let's get this back to what I was saying because my point is Deku's temperament is kind of panicky. Even though he can handle a lot of
It is.
situations, his temperament is panicky. Um, and he panics through. He'll panic while solving a problem. He'll
Mhm.
panic while effectively handling a problem. He'll lock in. Don't get it twisted. Deku's not no punk, but he's a panicky. He's a panicky. Well, like he's on
I
the.
ain't
He's
go.
always on.
All right. You might have to give
Niggas don't want to hear
examples,
what I gotta
because we
say.
can. Uh, 'cause
Nah,
Niggas don't want to hear what I gotta
eh,
say.
We can.
Give
Sure.
give an example, Peter. And I can pull it up too. We could pull scenarios up too. I could pause this shit. We
I
pull
because
it
still
I'm
up.
gotta put my
on.
hat in for best new gen
Yeah.
protagonist.
Every
Oh,
situation, damn it, every situation with Bakugo for one. But I think that's a personal trigger of his. Every situation that comes to him versus Bakugo is just like a tense up. Okay. And it doesn't make sense to me because he fought Bakugo after the whole she is the dude with the motherfucking reverse skill, the one that got his hands destroyed. Um, He does
Oh,
shift.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like,
Overhaul.
Overhaul.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, why
Yeah.
is he? That's son. That ruins because that fight was such supposed to be such a integral part of me enjoying that series. It's supposed to be kind of a. I know he wasn't going to win, but it was supposed to be kind of a. Okay, I'm shaking all this punk shit off. You're not going to treat me any type of way. And
I would
it's
like
Nah,
to come to
I
the defense
love
of
no.
Deku.
I love how they wrote that, and I'm gonna tell you why. After he explains.
but I don't. I'm not here to talk about Deku all day.
No,
My,
But he said he was gonna say something. Oh, I thought he was gonna say something. But all right, yeah.
I got. I'm not
we
going.
go.
I'm gonna throw my hat in later for the best new gen protagonist. I agree
Okay.
that Deku is whiny. However, just playing devil's advocate, we watch shows and series where a lot of the children. Remember, most of these protagonists are between the ages of 12 and 16. Most of them are introduced to the concept of being children warriors and child soldiers at a very young age. Naruto, they were children shinobi. Hunter x Hunter, Killua was a trained assassin as a child. If you look at and then in the worlds where they don't, let's be real. Their reaction to finding out about supernatural beings and powers at work that they don't know about, their reaction to just be accepting of it is often not realistic. Deku's response to a lot of the trauma or being introduced to the superhero world when he's a regular nigga, a lot of that time, like even if let's take into account that he's a whiny human and then give him superpowers and tell him face up against supervillains who are potentially trying to usurp and overthrow society. You know what I'm saying?
But hold on. Let me
14
piggyback upon that. Let me piggyback on that point, bro. Hold on. Everybody experienced their powers. They said that they get it around 4 years old. He experienced it 15 years, and he is going against the boss before a year passed with him actually having powers. He has not have powers for a year. You have to
The
keep that in
biggest
context.
and
So
baddest.
if he's a little shaky about this dude that was bullying him all his life, has always excelled, and he's going against the best person in Class A, I mean, we could debate between him, Todoroki, and Bakugo. But if you're going against the best person, I would be a little shaky. You got to put your mind. That's why I said I love the way they wrote it, because they actually. The one thing I really like about My Hero Academia, because I really feel like they really studied how people would actually think in these certain moments. Like he's calculated, so he like that's what he could only do. Like he had to be the person outside looking in. So he was an analyst. So he would always try to see how he could get a better up.
That's a
Like he
fact.
would always, and he would. But the thing is, at the same time, he will always know the gravity and the weight of the situation. Like if I lose right now, I really got to show this nigga. Like, and that's why the internal dialogue and the monologue is so important too, because like even when he's like oh yeah, like this is not one of those situations where I could just talk no jutsu Bakugo out of this situation. Like I gotta give him a fight he was expecting. Like I gotta do this. He really goes into. That's why I really like the writing of My Hero Academia, because they really go to like, and me, I really study human beings. So when they give like the explanations on why they did certain things, I love it. So that's my whole stance about that shit, bro. It really explains why. Because you say he's shaky and he whiny, bro. He literally didn't have powers for a year, and he was breaking his body every time he would throw a fit.
That's a
And
fact,
you know what I'm
bro.
saying? Come on, son. You got to put that all in account.
Perspective.
Like,
Yeah. Peter just like a
So,
strong headed
can I
ass
throw in my
nigga,
hat?
bro. That's it.
Can I
I
throw
do
my
like.
hat in for best new gen protagonist?
I don't get it twisted. I do like Deku. I've had my complaints about him, but I do overall like Deku. When Deku's on his shit, I'm cheering him on.
That's a
yeah,
fact.
he be on when he be on this shit, everybody be feeling that shit. But yeah, okay.
Yeah, but no. I like Deku. I like because Deku's a super underdog. You know.
Yeah, super.
I wanted him, as much as I knew he wasn't going to beat Bakugo. I wanted him to hurt that man, son. I
Yeah, I
like how
did. Yeah.
he got the straight punch on the face. And
Chill.
Bakugo was like,
Bakugo is the best character in Class 1A.
no, he's not.
Talking my shit. I will talk my shit to the day I motherfucking die. Katsuki Bakugo is the coldest nigga in Class 1A. Even he's colder than Deku because Deku is the fucking chosen one, and Bakugo is making it off the motherfucking muscle. He don't got no Orochimaru to teach him as the secondary and protagonist. No, he's not being favored by fate. No, he was nice. He lost. He got behind, and he said, "My boy he's kicking on me, and I'm not finna be no bitch. I'm getting it off the muscle because I'm gonna be like All Might too, and I'm gonna keep up with Deku off the motherfucking strength of the fact that I'm not about to be no bitch. Bakugo is him, but him.
All right, and that sound good, right? That sound good, but you also gotta.
No, it is good.
I said that's still 11 years of practice to like 11 months. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you.
Say.
However, when you have 11 months of a quirk that was trained over 9 lifetimes, including yours, he's the 9th holder of All for One, right?
That's
if you
true.
have a One for All,
but
yes,
that's
he's the 9th holder.
Yes, I'm saying their prior training just made it stronger. But that if it's stronger, that means it's also less likely to be controlled. This is the strongest
variation. With that.
So it's even harder.
That's my
point. That just shows how intelligent he is. If he was,
I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm not disagreeing with that. But see, here's the point. Bakugo has demonstrated
the power you have already.
Bakugo has demonstrated comparable combat intellect in real time that Deku didn't even recognize until a moment or two after. So I'm not going to sit here and say that Bakugo is, in terms of combat intellect or awareness or understanding or analytical ability, a step behind, because he's shown to keep up with Deku and the canon of how he's thought and comprehended and how to resolve situations. And One for All is the strongest quirk ever. And this young boy is still keeping up with that. Mind you, he doesn't have a genetic family that has been planned like Todoroki, and he doesn't have the greatest quirk of all time that even the greatest villain lord of all time still wants generations later, like the main character Deku. No, Bakugo is a regular nigga who say, I'm going to be a hero like All Might. I don't give a fuck if that nigga got a great family. I don't give a fuck if he's got the greatest quirk. I'm going to keep up. And I understand he outclassed me because I was arrogant. He was willing to acknowledge his wrongs and get over that shit to be a greater fucking hero to keep up with. I read the manga. I know what he just did in the manga. You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to. I ain't want to say it, but yeah, I mean, but the thing is, all right, because we could talk about it without even spoiling. If you think about it, okay.
Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Come on, bro. You can't cut him short, bro.
Nah, I cannot.
He's a regular bull. He is a student. Yeah. He did what the professional heroes weren't even strong enough to do. Yeah. And more than once. How many times has the battle been focused on One for All that puts a scope on Deku, where Deku runs away and Bakugo peeks and says,
not too much
with that nigga. No. That's happened numerous times in the anime. We've seen that animated. We saw that when they were running from. Remember when the villains, when they fought Redestro's Villain Society or some shit like that, and then Shigaraki pulled up and to get released? We saw that animated, bro.
You saying you saying Shigaraki versus Redestro?
No, there was a time in an anime. I'm trying to figure out what season it was, bro. I get confused on the timeline.
It's season 5. It's season 5. It's 5.
There was a point when Deku was like, "Yo, I got to slide because I think such and such is after me." He was on a private line, right? This might have just happened in season 6.
Oh, that's season 6. That's season 6.
There's been more than one time where Deku has slid and the professional heroes weren't strong enough to keep up, or they had to handle shit. Bakugo pulled up and had that nigga's back and was boxing with the biggest and baddest villains as a regular student.
Right. All right. Hold on. I wouldn't even say that's because at that moment. Okay, say what you was gonna say.
No, I was gonna say in the comments real quick. Jersey Squad was like, "Yeah, Bakugo definitely is the best in
He's
class.
The best in that class.
Yeah, he agrees.
He is a regular kid."
But that's what I said though. That's why that's what I initially said. I said when Pete was like, Deku should have been talking his shit towards Bakugo, and I was like,
Bakugo
bro,
during the
he's
fight, yeah.
facing the best of his class, and he's only been training for 4 months or some shit like that.
Right.
So I was like, so yes, yeah, we acknowledge him as the
Yeah,
best of
he
his
had to
class,
give.
Okay.
He definitely
or,
got to
or
give credit to Deku
Todoroki.
for that shit. Nah, fuck no,
You know what I'm saying?
no. Todoroki is what Naruto should have been. He's the
What?
fucking Hokage's son. He's the Hokage's son, bro. He's the son of the second best
Second
hero
best
who doesn't
hero,
have
yeah.
one for all. He should have been fucking the Hokage's son, bro. Todoroki was set up to
I
be.
see your point.
He
I
was
see
set.
your point.
Let's take out the if we're not talking about plot and we go into a My Hero Academia world where the world actually continues as it would have if Deku wasn't a protagonist and he doesn't get one for all. Nigga, Bakugo gets into the school, but Todoroki is set to be his whole point in being bred was to be a greater hero than All Might.
That's true.
Todoroki was supposed to be set up to be the GOAT. And this nigga, bro, Todoroki, get the fuck up, bro.
No, but I can't say that he's better. That Bakugo is better than Todoroki, bro. Just because off the feats, especially you remember when even during the tournament, nah, he can't necessarily. No, we can't say that he could beat him. Not necessarily.
I'm saying he will. I'm saying he's beating Todoroki.
Because they made it a thing. So every time that they're facing each other or they're being compared, that Todoroki is either better or not trying as hard. Because you remember, like, even though he did that tornado flash, and then Todoroki was about to use his fire, but he stopped. You don't remember that? He was about to use his fire during the tournament.
Did we ever see Todoroki beat or stop Bakugo? Until I see that, I'm not accepting that, bro. They haven't seen. I want to see that nigga Todoroki go up against Bakugo full power. And I know what I saw in the manga. That nigga Todoroki does not have enough firepower to fucking match Bakugo.
I don't know. And you just seen what he did in the manga. You seen what Todoroki.
You know what? I take that back. I take that back. I know what Todoroki did in the manga. No. I take that back. Because I just read a crazy fight. Todoroki does have some crazy firepower. My thing is this. Like, it comes down to like killer instinct, bro. Todoroki don't got that one step. It's one step behind that he just don't got in a real fight. My nigga, I'm not talking about plot. I'm talking about if you go based off of the characters, their skill sets, their powers, who they are, where they are, what they've done, and what we know they're capable of doing. Todoroki, like you've seen, what's Goku's issue. Goku always go easy. And Vegeta be telling that nigga, yo, stop that bullshit. If we're talking about the characters and who they are, my nigga, the reason that Todoroki will never be able to beat Bakugo is this because he got that one step of killer instinct. The moment that Todoroki is overthinking or he hesitates or he's not fighting at his fullest or
yeah, Bakugo got that dog in him.
He got that dog that Todoroki just don't have.
He got that dog that
niggas just don't have.
That's true.
Respectfully.
I think that's the only thing keeping him out. I think that's the only thing
honestly,
keeping him back.
I think that if Todoroki really had that dog in him, they would be neck and neck. But he just don't got that killer. Like, here's the thing. I would say Bakugo is like Child Sasuke. He got that drive, boy. He got that drive that's pushing. It don't matter, bro. Gaara was said to be a demon, and Sasuke said, "Let me fight him. Let me fight him."
You don't think it was on
Save
some
the master
shit,
be there?
Don't wait, nah.
I think he's
because on some real shit, Sasuke was not gonna beat Gaara, bro. At that level, bro. Nah, I think it was on some cocky shit. Because he did the same shit with Rock Lee.
He did beat Gaara.
Nah. See, I mean, y'all know the nature of these like type of animes. They like, okay, you see the main people that we've been watching are strong, and then they got to show, there's people that are stronger than the niggas that we thought are strong. They always do that in all these animes, bro.
Right.
Like even when they introduce Gaara, when they introduce Lemillion, when they introduce like even Levi, when they introduce you know what I'm saying, Crocodile. When they, you know what I'm saying, they always like, my people's just getting strong. The people that I'm watching and seeing, they eventually they're out of nowhere, Rayleigh, Silver Ass Rayleigh, like, you know what I'm saying. You feel me? Like you think that's what they always do. That's always plot. These niggas is getting strong. Oh, guess what? There's other niggas that's way out the league. Even when they introduced the Admirals, it was just done. It was done. Like, you feel me? So I like shit like that. Yeah, but to make the story and the plot go longer, further, They always got to introduce some strong ass nigga. So, and whether it be plot or something else, bro, he was not gonna beat Gara. Yeah, hell no, hell no.
I feel like when I say he beat Gara, I mean it was a match, right? It was a match of Shinobi to see who would win in that fight. When he won the fight, when he broke Gara's mental state, because whoever would have came out on the other side, being Shikaku, would have fought and beat and destroyed Sasuke. That's not Gara. He beat Gara the moment he got in Gara's head, got inside his absolute defense, and he got his hand on that nigga and showed him his own blood. Because to beat Sasuke, he would have needed the help of a tail beast, and that's not a fair fight.
Oh, you know what? You know what I was thinking? You're absolutely right. I was thinking about Lee. I was thinking about Lee.
Yeah. Oh yeah, nah, he ain't beat Gara. That was crazy though.
That's another.
I was thinking, no. I'm talking about Lee. When he first faced Sasuke. When we just see a weird ass nigga in some spandex looking like like a premature. You feel me? Looking like a premature well, fucking, what's this nigga name? Vet Lee, some shit, right? And then, and then he cleaned the floor with Sasuke, which we think
that shit was crazy.
Nigga. You feel me?
We thought Lee was strong. We thought Lee was crazy strong. You're right.
And then we just see some of the other niggas, and that was the introduction of there's other people that's stronger than you. Even though we think this nigga like raw as fuck, then you got this nigga in spandex cleaning you, like, you feel me? Like, so yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Because Sasuke like both halves of the Naruto series. He risked his life on the Great Naruto Bridge, came back from near death, and then got packed up at the beginning of the next arc. He beat.
Oh my god! See, that's why I hate Sasuke. I'm not gonna lie, I hate his character.
He had his whole backstory and history. He was out for revenge and got packed up by Killer Bee.
Yo, ain't that the craziest thing? Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
Sasuke is only alive because of plot armor.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. That's the. I might not like that type of writing, but I really do love that type of shit, bro. Like, wait, what'd you say?
When what's the name? I think who got up at the hospital when they was about to fight the first time, and Sakura had called Kakashi to break them up. Son,
Naruto and Sasuke. And they got backed up by the Rasengan.
Yeah, he was about to get.
The Rasengan had a no. He emotionally got packed up because he thought he was big shit until he saw the impact that he left, and he saw the impact Naruto left after he flipped off the side of the cliff, right? And he got and he realized he was about to get packed up if Kakashi didn't stop him. So he still lost that encounter.
Yeah. He
would have lost the encounter if not being intercepted.
Somebody had posted the picture of the water tower that Naruto damaged with the Rasengan. It was like, this is how Sasuke's name is Naruto.
Bro.
Yeah, I see that.
Since we on the topic, can I just throw in my pitch for the best new gen anime protagonist? Yeah, I'm gonna say Boruto.
You said Boruto? Dang,
I'm gonna tell you why.
He didn't agree with yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Why? Because I haven't even watched Boruto, so I'm not even gonna comment.
So
I ain't gonna lie. So I skipped ahead, and this nigga's raw, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. All right, boom. So let me say it like this: Boruto, I had an issue with because I started the anime. I watched the movie. The movie was raw. So I went and watched the anime. The anime fucked it up OD bad because they got a lot of filler. So I went and I skipped a lot of the filler after watching 100, 200 episodes of it. And I got to the story. And I read the manga. Let me tell you, when people think that Boruto is a clone of Naruto, he is not. When they think that the story is similar or identical to Naruto, it is not. Boruto has his own function.
He's his own human being, bro.
He's his own human being, and he thinks and his whole purpose is that he doesn't want his fame, notoriety, support, or friends based off of being the Hokage's son. He wants to make he's his own person and individual, and that's reflected in his inner demon, right? So, or his relationship with his inner demon, that's his inner demon tries to take over his sense of individuality, and he has to maintain his own sense of self, like we've always seen with Naruto and Kurama, Yuji and Sukuna, Lead and Asta. You know how it goes, right?
Yeah.
Boruto is so much of his own character that the story for Boruto it's darker than Naruto, in my opinion. It starts and has a darker tone than Naruto does. I'm reading the manga, and post time skip, I'm going to tell you this nigga Boruto is raw.
He got his dog in him.
Nigga Boruto got the dog. When I say, take a nigga who has Naruto's kindness and his heart, but put it in a nigga who has the conviction of Sasuke when he pulled up at the 5 Kage summit.
It's either that or like a Itachi, because I think it was just too confident. So Itachi is super confident. So
yeah,
like,
but
he's just super aware of his skill. Yeah, I think it's like a mixture of both, bro.
Bro, nigga, he got the Uchiha fucking shortness, bro. He know what's up. He walks in the room and he talking to a nigga like, yo, I'm gonna give you a chance to leave so you ain't gotta die. Like on some shit like that, bro.
Yes, exactly Boruto, like that. Like literally,
Boruto is him.
It's crazy.
And even before, go ahead.
That made me want to watch it. That like there's certain, I was telling like Ike the other day that like certain things I gotta get spoiled in order to make me want to watch it.
And to add to that, bro, I ain't gonna hold you. You saying all that shit, Khalil, I might have to tap into Boruto, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Yeah, so bro.
Here's who Boruto is now. So obviously, they did the whole cross thing where now Sarada wants to follow like Naruto's path and becoming a Hokage, and Boruto wants to do his own thing, and he learned in the anime and we saw in the movie, he learned from Sasuke. So he's like, he got the Uchiha swag, dog, but he is, you know who he is? He is more akin to Minato than Naruto. That nigga, I'm not even gonna... Bro, he's just so nice. You know what? You remember when Minato would pull up and he would be real gentle and warm with his students and his comrades?
Yeah.
When niggas threatened Minato's comrades, he turned into that demon? Bro.
Yeah.
Not even Itachi or Sasuke. He act like Minato, bro. He act like Minato.
Wow. I ain't never heard nobody describe it like that, but
he has that. Right? He has that warm demeanor with the people that he loves, and he has that subtle smile. But the way that he like his personality turns in a conversation, it's like he's not necessarily coming off or saying anything directly menacing, but the way he delivers his message and the power you can feel him walk with is like Minato, bro. Minato was like a calm threat. He wasn't on no, I'm finna be here and I'm the biggest, baddest nigga, and he's like I'm gonna tell you right now.
I'm gonna give you a chance.
If you continue to go this way, it's not gonna work out well for you. You know what I'm saying? That's Boruto.
That was so telling. It was so telling. It wasn't him even trying to be boastful. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was really just like, listen, like, I'm aware of what I can do now, and depending on what you decide to choose, it could either go very well for you or it could go really bad for you, my boy. So,
yeah, bro.
Wisely. You feel me? And when I seen that, it was crazy.
It was even crazier because no spoilers. Oh, it's already been animated, so it's not a spoiler. Boom. The niggas who packed up Naruto and Sasuke, the nigga who was supposed to be superior to the nigga that packed them up, Boruto said this too passively. So this is a character who's supposed to be stronger than the character that packed up Naruto and Sasuke together. He said that to this nigga, and then the nigga went and tried to do some slick shit. Let's try to fade him. Boruto hit him with one jutsu, and the nigga was just done. Not even a KO. He incapacitated him to give him a second chance. It was some shit where it's like the character that he's doing this to. The fact that he's doing this is a character that's superior to pure prime form Naruto Sasuke together, fighting at the same time, and he's
without Kurama, without
Kurama, he didn't even use his transformation when he did it. Boruto has a transformation. He has a power up. He didn't even do it. He didn't use it. He incapacitated that nigga and then just stood to the side and was like, "Now I'm gonna ask you again. What you want to do?" Come on. Boruto is the coolest new gen anime protagonist, bro. You gotta read that shit.
I'm gonna have to catch up. I'm gonna catch up now. Bro, I'm gonna watch the anime until I can't no more. I'm gonna dodge on the fillers.
Skip out of filler. It's worth it.
Yeah. I mean, they're fillers for a reason, so.
Well, I'll say this. There are you look up an anime guide. They
Yeah.
have some filler that's pure bullshit, but they
Yeah.
give context to the background.
Yeah,
Then they,
there's a website for that. Yeah, it's a,
yeah,
some fillers, some
some
it
of the
explains all
anime episodes give more details that expound on some of the background of what they show in the manga. So some of them are like content, the canon content. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
when you do skip the filler, Boruto is worth it. I'm not gonna lie, niggas tell me I tell niggas that I'm crazy for saying this, but
Hmm.
Boruto,
Tread
when it's
lightly.
the focus
Tread
plot,
lightly.
the focus plot of Boruto. So I'm gonna say why I'm gonna say this.
Nah, say what you
Boruto
about
is
to
a
say.
show that's in the generation of shows where they grew up on the backs of shows that we saw before. We've learned from the formulas of the big three and shows that came out during that time that filler and shit in the middle is a fuck up, right?
Hmm.
So if you cut out the filler of Boruto, the main story
Right.
might even be better than Naruto, bro. The main story might even be
Okay.
Kawaki, Kawaki,
So wait, are
Kawaki,
you trying to say
bro.
okay, cutting out Boruto filler is better than Naruto? You trying to say that's what you saying right now?
Bro,
I
hold
might
on.
have to. I might
All
have
right,
to.
hold on, real quick. All right, we both watched the first like 100 and like 15, 50
No, I
episodes,
watched
right?
all of it. I
Let's
watched all of it.
okay, but I know I only watched like up to like 150 or something, right?
I feel you. Yeah,
Bro,
yeah, yeah.
come on, son.
No,
We
you're
got
right.
the person that wanted to be Hokage the whole time, which is basically the mission statement of the motherfucking show.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Is not even there for the ceremony of the inauguration. It's his student, basically. Konohamaru disguised as him. His whole thing was becoming the Hokage, and you started off like that. He didn't even, and he got hit by his daughter,
Well.
and he was KO. So
Naruto
start
was
off
about that.
there, bro. Let's
Naruto
start off
wasn't.
there.
Naruto wasn't.
Exactly,
What
but
you got to think
it
about
has to
that.
be a continuation. It has to be some
No,
type of
no,
continue.
no, no, no,
You
no,
can't just say
no,
fuck y'all. Yeah, I've been waiting for
no,
this the whole time.
no.
Fuck y'all niggas. Yeah, I thought y'all was gonna get that. Yeah, nigga, he's not even there. Yeah, that's not even. That's
You
what I'm.
can't.
Like,
No.
what the fuck? How you gonna
So
spit it off face like that, bro?
okay, okay.
Nah.
I'm gonna put
First
it
of
like
all, let's
this.
start
Wait,
I'm
there.
gonna put it like this.
hold your thoughts. Cause I gotta read through the comments real quick and then
Oh yeah,
continue.
my fault. Yeah,
Hold
let's
on,
get
no,
to
y'all
it.
good,
Yeah,
y'all good. Win said like,
nah, let's
yo,
read.
he sat through Barto filler. He can't watch that shit. So nah,
I
that's a no.
know, and I
Can't go back.
know.
You feel
Ass,
me? And then my
ass,
boy Chinadu said, nah, Killer Bee is underrated, of course, but we not
underrated.
talking about Naruto right now. We talk about Boruto,
Jersey
my boy.
Squad, you right?
And then
Okay.
Shin said they nerfed Naruto and Sasuke. Y'all could talk about that after y'all talk about this. You feel me? How they nerfed Naruto and Sasuke.
I don't know if they nerfed them.
And then Jersey Squad said, "Yo, you gotta
They
let
did.
Boruto finish before saying Boruto better than Naruto. The ending might be horrible. Like we've all been disappointed. That's true. Now
Hold
continue."
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. No, so what I will say to agree with bro point is that we talking about Naruto and Boruto. We didn't say Naruto Shippuden versus Naruto Shippuden versus Boruto and Boruto Next Generation type shit or whatever the fuck this shit
So
called
wait,
I was
or
including them
Boruto Shippuden.
together.
he
Yeah,
was
all right.
he
Well,
was
damn,
included.
that's actually like I can't
No,
even
no, no.
defend
I
that.
was no, I'm no, no, no. Because I'm saying like if you think about it, Boruto's legacy is going to be a combination of Boruto and Boruto Two Blue Vortex. Naruto's legacy is a combination of Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. So I'm taking the
I,
stories separately because they are the individual. The protagonists are different, so the focus of the story is different. So when you think about Naruto, we actually got the conclusion of him being the Hokage because the whole focus of him becoming the Hokage, we found out in the end when he got married to Hinata that he was going to become the Hokage, right? We
nah,
also got the
nah.
confirmation.
The only
Go ahead.
thing is that what Jersey Squad is saying is basically like just how
Yeah,
they
I know. I,
butchered the shit out of the end of Naruto Shippuden. They could possibly do the same thing to Boruto.
yes,
So I'm
yes,
saying
that's a
let's
really good
so
point. That's a really good point.
that's what I'm saying. We could start from what we got finished in its totality so far. So we could say Naruto before Shippuden versus Boruto the first season or if you will, right? So
No pre-time
we
skip.
got pre-time skip. That's what I meant. That's what I meant, right?
Yeah,
So if we compare those, bro, I don't know, bro, because what the hit and miss was crazy. I think that was like the one thing that
No,
I think.
that's filler. That's filler.
Wait, hit and
That's
miss a
filler.
filler?
Wait,
And I'm the hit and miss
wait, you
village.
Zabuza?
Oh, Naruto, you mean? You're talking about
Yeah,
Naruto.
I
Yeah,
was about to say. I was
Okay.
yeah,
like,
yeah,
wait,
yeah,
He
what?
was
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about Naruto
I
hit
was
it when
like,
they went to the village hidden in the mist.
Oh, okay.
oh, that was filler. That's not
I
filler. That's
think
not
so.
filler.
Yeah, bro. Because look. I'm gonna be honest with you. The plot of Boruto is very focused. It's very focused. It's very short, and it's a lot of bullshit that happens. Bro, Boruto's filler is like 80%. When you cut out the filler and you
Yeah,
watch the main story is great. It's like you don't want to take your eyes off it for a minute. When I got to that point, my nigga, I caught up to all the canon episodes in like 3 days because it's that good.
nah,
It's like,
because I ain't gonna lie, because I went on that same website when it tells you what is partly filler or what is
it's a lot.
absolutely filler, and
Mhm.
yeah, and there is a lot. But even when what I believe that is canon, what do we really have? We got him being inaugurated. We got him. Boruto is really having an attitude, and it's like juxtaposed to how Naruto felt about
Well,
being alone, and now Boruto is actually
uh-huh.
more popular because his father. So he is complete the complete juxtaposition of what Naruto felt when he was young versus
Mhm.
what Boruto felt when he was young. So I did like that dynamic, but Boruto is more of a genius. He's way more smarter than his father. Um, I like that dynamic too. But what
And that was
really occurred in
necessary.
the canon, and what, yeah, because it had to be different. But what really occurred in the main story that I don't, because I'm really, it's a little hazy
So
trying to
you have it.
like,
So I'm not trying to spoil it, and I could tell you
no.
that. But if I tell you that, like, that might spoil some people in the chat, and it's what y'all want to do.
Oh.
Honestly, all right, we could go up, you know where you could go up to? You can go up to
Baryon
the
mode,
movie.
Baryon mode, Baryon mode.
Damn.
Do you want me to?
You
I
can,
can tell you
yeah,
about the events of the
you
story
could
that
go
go
up
up
to
to
there.
fucking Baryon mode.
Yeah. Let's do that. Because
So
what I'm really getting is, all right, yeah, just go, yeah.
let's skip the filler and let's talk about the canon. So in the story of Boruto, we get the introduction of Naruto's family, and that shit is fire because we get to see his son, his daughter, how they inherited the powers of the Hyuga and the Uzumaki, and all that good shit, right? So then we get an introduction, we get a fast forward to Boruto as a genin in the Chunin exams, right? That Let's talk about Boruto's Chunin exams because people like to discount Boruto's Chunin exams as they were not as good as Naruto's. And let's be honest, they weren't. But that
They
arc
weren't.
wasn't about Boruto's Chunin exams.
It was about who?
That arc was when Momoshiki pulled up. Oh, y'all forgot about that. When Momoshiki pulled up, it caused all hell on heaven and earth. And that was when we got to see the best synchronized fight Naruto and Sasuke ever had. And that was I'm still counting that as a Naruto fight. I'm counting that's not a Boruto fight. That's a Naruto fight.
Okay.
But it happened in Boruto's arc. That was canon. That was a part of the canon story where we first saw when he defeated Momoshiki. Momoshiki chose Boruto to be his vessel. Now, for those of you who don't know, as a vessel, the Otsutsuki, who are the clan that Kaguya hailed from. They are the beings who come down to planets. They plant divine fruits, and the chakra fruits grow into the divine trees that bear more chakra fruits that they eat for more power. Right? Okay. Momoshiki,
Wait, he gave him karma, right? Yeah.
Yes, Momoshiki Otsutsuki, who was more powerful than Kaguya, right? Yeah, because it took prime Naruto and Sasuke, who were more powerful in their adult states than they were at the end of Naruto. It took prime Naruto and Sasuke to defeat Momoshiki. So he was more powerful than Kaguya was, and that nigga chose Boruto to be his sacred vessel because Boruto has the Jogan. So then time passes, and we meet, and this is where they skip a whole bunch of bullshit. We're going to stay focused on the canon. Come to find out, his marking as being a vessel is where the Otsutsuki over time can take over the body of the person that they selected as their vessel, and they convert their entire bodies to being an Otsutsuki. And sometimes the Otsutsuki comes out in their consciousness and takes over their body. So Boruto became the vessel with his inner demon being the Otsutsuki that was more powerful than the most powerful antagonist in Naruto. So boom, let's keep moving, right?
Hold on, real quick. What you said he had a Jogan?
He has the Jogan. The Jogan is known as the Pure Eye. The Pure Eye is it's a spoiler. Y'all niggas, do you want to know? Yes or no?
Hold on, because I thought that he incorporated. I thought that was implemented when the Otsutsuki took him as a vessel. So he had that prior.
He had the prior, and that's why.
Oh shit! I did not know that.
So check it out. The Jogan was introduced by Masashi Kishimoto. I don't know his apprentice name because he's irrelevant. He was introduced by his apprentice, because remember, the apprentice was the original who started Boruto. Then that nigga never said what it did and didn't know what to do with it. So when Masashi Kishimoto took Boruto back over, he gave it context. The Jogan is the eye of Shibai. Shibai is the god of the Otsutsuki. The eye of the god of the Otsutsuki Jogan is supposed to allow him to see the future and the past. Remember when there was a note that was going around on, it was a theory that was going around on Twitter on the Naruto Boruto community, that there was a character who was in an old Naruto panel from the Fourth Great Ninja War on the coast of the beach when they fought Genkaku and Kinkaku, right? That beach. There was a mysterious figure that was sitting all the way in the back, and that was never explained. And one of the last chapters of Boruto, and Boruto mentioned that the evolution of the Ten Tails is now unlike anything that ever occurred back then in the past. How the fuck would he know? Boruto was never told about the Ten Tails.
Interesting. Yo, that's making me want to tap in, though.
And he says to Sarada that there is still time before the worst possible future. He has the eye of the Jogan.
Who said that?
He said that to Sarada in Blue Vortex chapter 5 and 6. He said there's still time before the worst possible outcome. He says there's still time before the worst possible outcome. This is turning into the worst possible outcome, but there's still time. So he said all of that in one statement, in one sentence and conversation. So niggas are like, when did Boruto ever hear or see or know anything about the Ten Tails past? He doesn't have the Senreigan, the Senreigan that allows him to see all the events that happened prior to his birth or from his birth on. And even if Boruto had the Senreigan, he was not alive when Naruto and Sasuke fought the Ten Tails. So he wouldn't have known about that. He had to have an eye ability or some type of ability that allowed him to see prior to his own birth. The Jogan. So because he had the Jogan, let me go back. So the Jogan is said to be the purest of the pure eyes. So that is supposed to be like the god comparison, like similar to the Tenseigan, which was, remember the Hyuga, superior godlike eye, and then the Rinne Sharingan. The Jogan was an eye that was supposed to be, because when they created Boruto, they wanted to give him and his sister the Byakugan, but they forgot to fucking draw it.
Yeah, they forgot to draw
eye ability. And that eye ability is supposed to be something that is inherited through the Hyuga, but it's super, super recessive and rare, but it only manifests in the Hyuga because I think it's the combination of the Hyuga and Uzumaki blood, because that is the combination of Hagoromo and Hamura, who are the two descendants of Kaguya. Before we even got
hold on.
Yeah.
The two brothers have Uzumaki and Hyuga blood.
So remember, Hagoromo, the Sage of Six Paths, he had two sons. That was Ashura and Indra. They became the incarnates, Naruto, which ended up as Naruto and Sasuke. But remember, Hagoromo and Hamura were the two who fought Kaguya and sealed her and sent her to the moon. Then Hamura, the youngest of the two sons who had the clear eyes, the pure eyes, he didn't have the Rinne Sharingan. He had the Byakugan. He went to the moon with her. His descendants would become on Earth would become the Hyuga, and his descendants on the moon would become the Otsutsuki. So his Right. Bro, Naruto is my shit. So he had descendants and Hagoromo had descendants and those bloodlines separated. But when you combine the bloodlines of the two sons of Kaguya, you get the pure Otsutsuki genetics. And listen, who are the descendants of Hagoromo? The Uzumaki and the Uchiha and the Senju. The Senju's direct distant blood relatives were the Uzumaki. So when you take Uzumaki blood from Hagoromo, the Sage of Six Paths, and when you take the Hyuga descendant blood from Hamura, who is the other son of Kaguya, and you combine them in a descendant like Boruto, you get the genetic potential for an eye like the original Otsutsuki god, the Shogun.
Okay. I'm caught
So
up.
he selected Boruto to be his vessel because he possessed a genetic pure eye potential. He said, "You have the potential. You're going to be my vessel." So that's only the first half. Oh, see, when you get all the lore behind Boruto's shit, and then that shit starts to get a lot more impactful. But let's move forward. Let's look at the canon. Let's look at the canon, right? There is a secret organization named what is that? What's their name? I'm blanking because I got too much info flowing through my head right now.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
The new organization, they're basically our new Gen Akatsuki, right? Their whole goal is that the big bad, remember the nigga we said packed up Naruto and Sasuke single-handedly?
Jigen, right?
Jigen is the vessel of another Otsutsuki. Check this out. Remember when Momoshiki came down and attacked during the Chunin exams and he had the other Otsutsuki with him?
Mm-hmm.
The Otsutsuki race travels in pairs. They're aliens. They're just a sentient species from outer space that travels to different planets, but they do so in pairs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kaguya, and how they function is you're supposed to sacrifice the weaker Otsutsuki. They plant their karma so they can reincarnate, right? And then they die, but they're going to reincarnate by taking over somebody else's body on this new planet. They die by sacrificing the weaker Otsutsuki to turn them into a chakra fruit so that they can continue to grow more powerful and travel to the next planet. The weaker of the Otsutsuki.
And that's what Momoshiki did to his partner, right?
Guess what? Guess what? Kaguya was the weaker of the pair. Jigen was the one who was the superior Otsutsuki. Yeah. So check this out.
I thought Jigen got
she snuck him. She betrayed him. She betrayed Jigen, and he had to sneak into. His name was Ishiki Otsutsuki. He had to go into the body of a monk who became Jigen as the hybrid of who he was.
That's what I was confused. That's what I was confused about, because I know Jigen is the actual human, but Ishiki went into
Ishiki control his mind. So because part of the portion of being a vessel is you have to have a compatibility. If you don't, the vessel, the person that you're trying to take over, they're gonna die, right? So Boruto is a perfect vessel for Momoshiki as an Otsutsuki because he is the blend of two powerful bloodlines that form Otsutsuki blood, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jigen, who is the physical human that Ishiki Otsutsuki inhabited as a vessel, that was an emergency plan. Jigen is not a proper match, so Jigen's body is dying.
So that's why he perished after the fight with Baryon Mode, right? That's why he perished. Okay, because his body wasn't compatible. All right.
Before we get there.
Okay. I'll just make sure.
Jigen, who is the human Ishiki took over, he created an organization to find a proper vessel and raise him. He did that in an abusive manner, and that was the character Kawaki. Now we got this whole little nigga who pops up, who all this angst, right? The abusive world that he grew up in from being a child, when his abusive drunk dad fucking was beating him. He sold him off to Jigen. Jigen took him as his pseudo father, started raising him. He was training him to be a warrior and a fighter. He implanted a karma marking on him. So eventually, the young boy,
all the people that they was testing were dying, but they seemed like
Kawaki survived.
Yeah, he survived.
Right.
Okay. Yeah,
he is the perfect host. So boom. Now we're gonna go to the point where one day this nigga Kawaki tries to get away, and this nigga Boruto just so happens to pop up and see this nigga. Their karma markings have a resonance because they are two Otsutsuki who are just walking around on the fucking planet.
Yeah.
So boom. Check this out. the Otsutsuki karma marking has the ability to absorb and nullify jutsu. One power already busted. Second, the karma marking is if you think about it, the karma marking, and this may be backpedaling that they did for the sake of the canon, but the karma marking is the original curse mark.
What? That makes sense, though.
Let me break it down. Let me break it down.
Wait. Before you break it down, wait. Let's go to the comments real quick.
Let's go to the comments.
Just real quick, and then you break it down. You feel me?
Go ahead.
All right, Scott.
I'm gonna be right back. Go ahead.
All right, don't pee.
All right, so let me get to it. All right, so Scott is like, if we keep it a being, Naruto's story had to get ruined to even create the Boruto plot. That's true. Very true.
And then I told him also because I haven't watched Boruto yet. You feel me? So then I think he broke.
You got two people that is like, you got Naruto and we seen Naruto the last. I mean, the nigga like he deflected a beam that was cut straight through the moon.
Uh-huh.
So obviously he was pretty much busted. Like he even did like a Rasengan that made him fly. You know what I'm saying? It was just like it was like he I think last is probably the strongest Naruto, honestly. But and they had to super nerf him, so I see how they had to ruin the plot in order to and I agree with Chendu wholeheartedly. Like he had to get nerfed in order for shit to make sense because these niggas were busted at the time, right? So
big fact.
He said said Naruto himself is stronger than Momoshiki. I don't know. I personally don't know. I think
Go ahead. I understand
that's what he said.
So when he said Naruto himself is stronger than Ishiki, he's talking about Baryon mode. Now, Baryon mode is a particular circumstance because a Baryon mode is where a Jinchuriki, who is the host of a tailed beast, clashes their chakra up against the tailed beasts to create a form that takes that. Now, when he's in this form, it's a super boosted form, and he's actually physically strong enough to fight Ishiki. But what he has is the ability where all of his physical hits shave off the life force of whoever he attacks. So
That's
when he kills he's literally killing you every time he smacks you in your shit. However,
but you know what's funny though? But Chendu is saying in base mode, Naruto was putting hands on fused Momoshiki, and you know what? We gotta put some credence. We gotta put credence on it. You know why? Because when Naruto defended the whole Colosseum and then got took into that other dimension,
or Ishiki, there's two different people. Momoshiki or Ishiki.
Let's say Ishiki, right? Let's say Ishiki when he came with his cohort or whatever, right? So basically, you remember when they was bombing the thing, and then he had to defend the whole stadium by doing the chakra, and then they brought him to another.
That's Momoshiki. Momoshiki's not as strong as Ishiki.
Oh, okay, but he was talking about Momoshiki. So let's stay on Momoshiki for now. All right, so basically, they not only did he have to defend the Coliseum or whatever, the stadiums. So that exerted his jutsu, his chakra, right? Then they took him to another dimension, and they took 50% of his chakra. They said it. They said 50%. So he was fighting them. Not only is like the plot made him nerf, but he was literally fighting at 50%. So and they did a good job.
Than Kurama.
Yeah, but I don't even think they stick to those rules anymore because after Kurama died, wouldn't Naruto be mad powerful? They didn't even do that. You've seen it. They didn't even make any hints about the exponential chakra that he was supposed to be allotted.
They did. They did.
Okay, maybe I'm talking about my ass. Maybe I'm talking about my ass.
You're not talking about your ass, but it's something that they don't directly give him credence for, but they allude to it. You know why? Because Baryon mode is the product of you clashing your life force up against the tail beast, and whoever runs out of chakra dies first. Who died? Naruto or Kurama?
Oh, is that? Oh, that's interesting. But I thought
Kurama runs out of life force and chakra first.
Oh, it's who runs out first. Okay, I thought. You know what I thought it was? I thought he said, "Yo, I could give you this energy, but I'm going to die after. But this is the last ditch resort." I thought that's what the words were. I thought that was Kurama's sentiment.
And he said
it works like that. Okay,
I watched the video. This nigga on his name is NC Hammer because he focuses on Naruto. NC, you know what I'm saying, on YouTube. He explains. He goes into detail. He checks manga panels, and he watches all the forms of media. And I was like, I needed some explanation on this Baryon mode shit. Go look him up. He explains a lot of the shit that happens in Naruto and Boruto.
Send the shit in the chat. Send it like the name in the chat or whatever.
I got you.
Yeah.
But look.
Yeah, go ahead. And then,
back to the canon. So when Boruto and Kawaki meet each other, right? Guess who pops up? Some random nigga from this organization that Kawaki's trying to run from. And guess what he does? He summons a toad. He summons a toad.
I don't remember that.
I remember. Koji.
Wait, was that in the anime too, or was that?
Oh yeah, that happened in the anime. Yes, it did. When it's, see, you haven't gotten there yet. No, that's past the 150.
No, you're talking about when Kawaki, one of the best fights when Boruto first experienced Kawaki, and that was one of the that was one of the best fights, and he put a hole through that nigga. He put a hole through that nigga. Yeah, but I don't remember Toad though. Who summoned it? Who summoned the Toad?
Koji.
Oh,
it may not have been then. You're right. You're right. But he performed some he performed the Toad Jutsu, and it was absorbed by Boruto's karma marking, and that's when niggas was like, "Wait a minute, there's another karma mark." So Kashin Koji, this character who looks like Jiraiya, uses Jiraiya's jutsu, and pops up and apparently recognizes whatever's going on with Boruto. Just leaves Boruto and Kawaki to get away. Mind you, he put hands and feet on Konohamaru. I mean, beat the dog shit breaks off of Konohamaru, who's a Jonin of the Leaf Village. So this random nigga who shows up with looking and sounding like and giving the vibes of Jiraiya and lets these two get away. What the fuck is going on?
Oh, that's later on. I think that's later on. Yeah. Okay.
But that's definitely not the first fight. It's been animated. Okay. So you got to make it. You got to cut out all the filler, and you got to watch the canon. The canon is phenomenal. So boom. Long story short, this young boy Kawaki has never experienced any type of parental love, and Naruto, who recognizes what it's like to be an outsider and to have nobody, takes Kawaki under his wing. So Boruto, being Boruto, initially bumps heads with him, but Naruto gets him to understand, and Boruto is like, "Yo, you know what? You're my dog. We gonna be brothers." So they start out as shinobi. They start out on missions, and that's where I think you should watch some of the filler, because the filler shows how Kawaki joins the village and becomes like more warm to the fact that Naruto is a good person, and he tries to embrace the lifestyle.
You know, I think where I ended off. I ended off when the guy, I think one of the people from that organization was like a preacher or whatever.
Yes.
And I think the
you gotta finish that. You gotta finish that.
I ain't gonna lie. That's when my attention span just went dead. I was like, I do need to continue that. But
I get it.
I think that was like, it was.
You have to finish that because
my brothers tell me all the time too,
bro. That one character, his line, his story, when he gets like a conclusion and he receives his fate, he is the one who has the Easter egg that leads to the next arc. After Ishiki's defeated.
I had a feeling. I knew because at the time I was like, I'm not that far off from Baryon mode, but I know I have to jump this. I knew I had to jump that hurdle, and I knew it wasn't like I knew after I got to this, it was going to expound upon the other thing. Hold on, let's finish with a couple more of the comments. I'm sorry, all right, Scott.
Long story short, Boruto's great. Go read it.
Yeah, honestly, you piqued my interest, especially when I see. I mean, when I first seen what did you call it, Blue Vortex? Blue Vortex. I don't know why the fuck we had some shit called Shippuden. Sound cool as hell. That it's called
Shippuden is Tales of the Storm. Shippuden means translates to Tales of the Storm. Tales of the Whirlwind.
Okay. So it do have the same type of motif. But what is the short or the Japanese version of Blue Vortex? Like
I have no idea.
Blue Vortex.
Yeah, we gonna.
That's English, right?
Yeah, I said, what's the Japanese version? I said, what's the Japanese version?
Like how you say in Japanese. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, so is that like the timestamp shit for
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Boruto? Is it
Bro,
on?
Mitsuki's coming up when, huh?
Is it on? Like the
Nah.
time skip, is it animated yet or no?
No,
hell
it's
no,
not.
hell no, hell no.
So they just ended. They just stopped at the time skip, and they're like, we're about to go off on a time skip. They made a little bit of changes to the story. To be honest, they do have a little bit more they could show, but that's literally the point where Baruto goes and ties his headband. He goes, "All right, I gotta disappear for a couple years.
Yeah.
When I come back, I'm gonna handle this." Like, that's honestly only like a couple episodes worth of content. So I think they're gonna do that and then the time skip altogether.
All right, hold on. All right, we're gonna get right to the comments. All right, we just got explained your point. I'll show the whole Kagura alien ninja form, the moon shit undid Madara's plot. I know, and I hate it too. Yes,
Facts.
by
It made me
saying
sick.
it was
It made me
Black
sick.
Zetsu all along. It was just bad writing.
That was bullshit.
Mind you, Madara took a light Yagami level risk against his own death and revival.
And it worked.
That's
And it
interesting.
worked. And it worked though. That shit is crazy.
The writing out of Madara, which just seemed like the most menacing guy, and then just adding like we all hate like what is it called, an ass pool or some shit.
Yeah.
We all hate those. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when the Boruto anime was catching up to the manga.
Oh my lord! so it's saying he wrote himself into a corner with Madara's power level. Yes, he really did. Yes, absolutely. I completely agree.
I disagree.
I think he was more menacing.
I disagree.
I think they would have been able to figure it out, but like we just had somebody that can change dimensions and shit like that. Didn't really show anything too crazy. I mean, that's crazy in itself, but like we got niggas that can fly. Like we don't have to touch lava if we don't want to. You know what I'm saying? We don't gotta. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that crazy. Like we got niggas that can teleport and fly, bro. They can get themselves out of that situation.
I think that he didn't write himself into a corner with Madara's power level because we saw an 8 Gates Might guy put hands and fucking feet on Madara, and then we saw Sasuke and Naruto come back, and they had hella crazy power that was strong enough to fight him. And if we left it where it was, Sasuke and Naruto with their new powers were not too, because let's think about it. Sasuke and Naruto, with the help of Kakashi and Sakura, beat somebody stronger than Madara. So why couldn't they just have fought Madara at his power level then with the powers that they had without extra help?
But that's the thing, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not only about
wasn't too strong.
Level, it's about his skill level. He's still intelligent. I think he's more intelligent than Kaguya, I would argue. You know what I'm saying? Because the battle expertise is completely in different realms. It seemed like Kaguya had more power than she knew what to do with it. But let's have somebody with Madara in that type of realm, and then he would have done way more. You know what I'm saying?
And the war like that, and when it comes to plot and writing, experience isn't that much of a gap where it has to be compensated by something like an ass pool. Like Naruto and Sasuke's lack of experience in comparison to Madara. Nigga, everybody had less experience than Madara. They're the heroes. You find a way to make up for it. You know what I'm saying? And how do you make up for it? Well, you have them get blessed by the ninja Jesus. And they did that.
But that's true. But I just feel like Kagura put less of a fight than Madara would ever put.
You think Madara put up more of a fight than Kaguya?
I would argue that down. Absolutely. I would definitely argue that down.
I think if he had the same powers as her, he would have made better use of them, but I don't think that
that's
he was
what I'm saying. Like,
I don't think he was as powerful.
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he was. That's what I'm saying. His skill, like just like how you said, Bakugo is comparable to these niggas that what he knows and who he is and what he has to offer. I think that was more menacing. Because come on, like this nigga who had invisible himself, there was no way Naruto could beat Madara by himself. There was no way that Sasuke could beat Madara by himself.
They would have beat him together.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
and that was needed. They even set that up.
And that's why I said, yeah, it could have ended with Madara. I feel like Kaguya was sort of an asshole, bro. Like, in a sense. I feel like Kaguya was like a little bit of an
asshole. Yeah, we all agree with that. That shit wasn't necessary. Yeah. I'm saying I don't think it was because of his power level, yo.
Okay.
Because you got to remember, when motherfucking Naruto popped out, one magma Rasen Shuriken cut the whole divine tree in half.
Oh, it did. It did. It
Bro.
did. It did.
Bro, it took mad niggas just to try to hit that shit. One
And-
Rasen Shuriken took out the whole divine tree.
And bro turned into Jesus and healed the blind.
Nah, facts.
And Naruto had truth seeker orbs. He had more truth seeker orbs at that point. That he had just as many as Madara did, I think.
And that's right in him, and that's right in Naruto into a corner. The whole thing was written into a corner because, come on, if it's true seeker orbs, if you think about what a true seeker orb can actually do, how can they ever go away? And how did they never return back to his back? That's like it was just bad writing in it. So because after those true seeker orbs, there was not supposed to be a Boruto. They had to get rid of them since immediately.
Yeah,
they had to get rid of them since immediately because there would not be no Boruto.
Honestly,
they were the strongest thing.
I think that niggas like Ishiki would have nerfed that.
Done something. Yeah, I think
he just tosses it and just tosses it away like it's a key blast. They would have did some shit like that.
It wouldn't be that easy. All right, hold on. Let's continue a little bit more.
Go ahead.
But what did Kaguya do to Ishiki? He's like, oh, you want to say that?
I don't know, but I don't remember what she did to Ishiki.
I don't recall that either. She left him in half. Interesting.
She did.
Recall that.
She did.
Oh, this one. Mm-hmm. So she was strong, but y'all saying that he was stronger than her.
He was.
Oh, okay.
She was supposed to be.
She had to do some conniving shit.
So what happened was, they were supposed to take over the planet and use the planet as a sacrifice for the divine tree. And the divine tree was going to absorb the life force of all the people on the planet, right? You know, we saw that when the divine tree did that in the Infinite Tsukuyomi. What happened was Kaguya fell in love with somebody on the earth. So she decided she wanted to preserve mankind. And we saw that in the filler arc with Hagura and Hagoromo. So she wanted to preserve mankind, because let's remember, the story of Kaguya is based on the actual story of Kaguya, the Moon Princess. She was a princess who came from the moon down to a pasture of bamboo on Earth, and she fell in love with a prince in the kingdom. And she wanted to, until she was betrayed and she had to kill everybody, and then, wanted to return to the moon. So she fell in love with a human and then decided that she wanted to protect the human race. How do we have the evidence that she fell in love with a human? Because she had two human sons who are half Otsutsuki, half human. What were their names? Hagura and Hagoromo. These are the six paths. So we know that she fell in love with a human race, that she wanted to preserve them. And since Ishiki wanted to turn the planet into, which would exterminate the human race, wanted to turn it into a sacrifice for the chakra fruit in the divine tree, she betrayed Ishiki and decided to take that power for herself and protect the human race. Then, when humans betrayed her, she decided to take that power back. And that's when the divine tree turned on humankind and started to absorb them. And that's when Hagura and Hagoromo had to put hands on Mom, seal her, send her to the moon. Damn, Naruto begins.
Okay. So
she betrayed him.
It wasn't just brawn on brawn. It was more of a conniving move. Okay. So remember, so we know who's stronger out that pair, and we know who is going to be more of the sacrificial lamb for him to get stronger. So, okay, that sort of takes that out there.
The story continues, because guess what? Niggas got to the point where, long story short, there's a new way to create a divine tree that we didn't know about before. If you can't take the life force of every human, every living thing on the planet, you can offer an Otsutsuki. That's what we learned about the other Otsutsuki being sacrificed for the sake of power, right?
No, hold on, because I do want you to continue. I just wanted to get through because I know.
Go to the comments.
Yeah. My fault. All right, so Kurama said they both would die, but he lied because he knows Naruto wouldn't choose it. If he only knew Kurama would die. So what is that? So does that tie into what you said earlier?
Yeah, that's the Baryon mode effect.
Yeah, that's the Baryon mode, but he said they would both die. Okay. So that does tie in. Okay, gotcha. So okay, that does just show the testament of how much chakra Naruto has. Okay.
Naruto has.
Yeah, that does make sense. That stands the test of
You
time.
also
Okay.
have to remember a concept, right? People with sealed, the only people who could have a tailed beast sealed inside of them is somebody who had
Oh
enough
yes,
chakra
that's
to
true.
hold it.
That's true.
Now
That's
let's
very
stop
true.
and
That's
think
true.
about this. Naruto had not only Kurama, he didn't have a 10 tails. He had one rendition of each individual species of tail beast in him at the same time. In addition to Kurama,
Lord.
and then he had not only one half, but the second half of Kurama returned to him.
God damn, that amount of suppression, bro. Imagine, this nigga probably would have been a genius himself, or just been mad powerful.
There's something that they were telling us about how large Naruto's chakra pool was very early on, and ways that we didn't understand. When you think about Sage Chakra, let's go back to the Pain arc, right? When they talked about Sage Chakra, you have to have a large pool of chakra because nature energy would overwhelm your pool and thus turn you into a toad. If you didn't, one, have control, and two, while learning, have a large enough pool where it won't overwhelm you to begin with. Part of the reason that Jiraiya did not master Sage Chakra to the extent of Naruto is because that despite his large chakra pool, he had nothing compared to Naruto. So he had trouble managing the amount of nature chakra he would bring in because he didn't have as much to begin with when mixing it with Sage Chakra. So while maintaining control, he would still demonstrate toad-like features because his own chakra pool would still be overwhelmed. Right. Because even though he had enough chakra to be able to learn and maintain Sage mode, the nature chakra was still overwhelming Jiraiya's Sage pool, chakra pool. But then Naruto mastered it in a point where he didn't demonstrate any toad qualities, and a brief sliver of time that Jiraiya did it. You know how much chakra you gotta have to be able to do that shit in the first place? Yeah, then he did it better than his master, and a sliver of the time.
I guess we forget about the little things that really just really get the show, and they don't really have to talk about it, but it's just the
details.
The details, like you get to really see how much you get to start to think about how much, or start to fathom how much this guy really has in store. You feel me? When you get to do all these comparisons and go back to the lore and the story and whatnot. But continuing on, he said, I need to rewatch Renju's said, I need to rewatch Boruto because I remember watching all of this is coming back to me. And yeah, as you were speaking, I did start remembering a lot of this shit. There was a lot of even the things that are not that were canon. I think a lot of it was canon. It just wasn't that interesting, to be honest. But
No,
and some of the real earlier ones, because I feel like you did like a couple of major skips, but we'll get back to that. Wait, Lil, he said, wait, Lil, why hasn't there any mentions of Mitsuki?
So I was gonna get to Mitsuki. My bad, dog.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll get there. All right. It's a lot of filler, but the canon parts are fire. Okay, Chindu.
The canon parts are crazy. It's
now,
like
I might have to really get my filler list. Maybe I was watching. Maybe I got a little bit too into the filler and didn't realize I was watching it. Man, all right, I'm gonna have my filler list right next to me so I can know which ones to skip and really get into. You know what I'm saying? All right. Renju says, "Been any? Wasn't the anime catching up to the manga? Yeah. Chandu. Naruto was putting hands and feet on Kaguya himself. That's what I'm saying. She wasn't a threat, bro. Tango also said that's why I'm saying they nerfed him. His true seeking herbs and flying is not in Boruto. Well, wait, so Naruto can't fly in Boruto? Don't tell me.
He can't.
And I swear the writers would swear up and down these are the peak versions of them. Nigga, we seen the last, nigga. We seen him at the Ninja War. Like, yeah, I swear they would try to convince you to death. But we see this nigga flying and breathing in space.
I'm gonna be honest. I know that they tell me that the Boruto version of Sasuke is technically stronger, and I have a friend of mine.
It doesn't make sense.
Now that I say saying this out loud, I know he is cringing somewhere, but I personally don't think that Boruto Sasuke is the strongest version.
It's not. It's
because
not.
I personally feel like I've seen him use the I might be wrong for this. I might be saying this the wrong thing. But the Shoto Amatsu Kami, where he switches places with a object that's focused at his focal point, like a vision. He did that in the Great Fourth Ninja War several times without a lack or drain of chakra, and he can't do that as consistently in Boruto. And I think that that is a huge nerf that a lot of people wouldn't consider as such. But if you think about it, it's a lesser capable version of the Flying Raijin. And in fact, in some ways, it has an advantage over the Flying Raijin because you can switch places with an object that you don't have to have marked. And it's honestly almost faster because you just have to look at it. You get what I'm saying? So like,
And
with the Ren Sharingan, it's have precog.
And we have a younger Sasuke that doesn't get fucking drained the fuck out when he does these things, and then we have an older one who's like, oh my god,
he does. Like, I don't understand that.
So this is the thing. Like, this is the equivalent to, and this is why I really hated Dragon Ball Super. This is the equivalent of having 17 come out of hibernation and just fighting Goku Blue. Like,
bro,
on same footing. Like it just doesn't make sense. Y'all can swear up and down that it makes sense, but
I get why they did it.
Not as stupid.
I don't agree with it.
Oh yes, we get why, because it was like, okay, he's a cool character. Like we should incorporate him again. Like, he still has a cool character design.
Super Saiyan Blue is supposed to be about control. So he has.
I know, but that's still the explanation. That's an asshole.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what I'm saying, and it's the same thing when they say, "Okay, this is the strongest Sasuke. This is the strongest Naruto." And what evidence did you provide that it is? Please explain to us, like expound upon how this person can beat this one. That Naruto, this is an old man. He's geriatric at this point, bro. This nigga cannot perform at the same level as he did before. And that goes for Sasuke and Naruto. This is complete nerf, and they just think that we're just dumb enough to just be like, okay, sure. Like, nah, you feel me? And that's what I don't like the ass pools, bro. Like, respectfully, you know what I'm saying? What he said, Naruto was putting hands in feeling Goku. That's why I'm saying they nerfed him. His true secret origin flying is 9 bars, which is crazy.
One arm. Oh my god! Wait a minute. Chinadu, bro, he has. You know what he's talking about, y'all? He has the Rinnegan Sharingan. He has all of the abilities of the 6 paths and doesn't use any of them.
Not right now.
Ever. Sasuke has the abilities of every with the Rinnegan. You gain access to the powers of the 6 paths. You are able to extract people's souls. You are able to regenerate weapons from your body. You are able to revive people that have died by commanding the king of hell. And Sasuke uses none of them.
Bro, you sound like you use a Sharingan and Rinnegan better than Sasuke. Like,
oh, I fucking would, boy. Me, because here's the thing: niggas forget their skill sets. They forget what the fuck they got access to when they bag get too big. Sasuke is overconfident and having.
It's the rider, bro.
Shit in me. And here's why. You know why? Bro. Because making Sasuke use the full depth of the Rinnegan abilities would make him too much like Pain, and that would blend the lines between him being Sasuke and us seeing somebody replacing Nagato.
And somebody evil, yeah.
We don't want him taking over Nagato's lane, because who do we know? Who do we think of when we think of the Rinnegan and the 6 paths? We think of Nagato, okay? Yeah, so if Sasuke started doing that shit, but I'm gonna be honest, who took over Orochimaru's fucking empire like Orochimaru, like he could have, and he revived the best bodies like Kimimaru with the Sage of 6 Paths and made him one of his own pains. Oh my god. Kimimaru as a 6 pain next to Sasuke? Oh my god.
You know, and that brings me to this, because it's like there's not really any way possible that I think that Naruto was supposed to win against Sasuke. And Naruto, no, okay, hold on. All right, okay,
I can't do that.
Before we get there, hold on. Y'all gonna understand my way of thinking. Trust me, like, every time I gave like an unpopular opinion, did I not like bring some type of insight that made you think a little bit differently? Hold on. Let me give past these last 4 comments. He was
He
like, all right.
doesn't.
He was like, wait,
Facts.
let's talk about why anime games are as. He's like, all right, we'll probably get to that. And
Nah,
Cheddar said,
I'll
see,
say, I'll say for that one, we'll get to that like another
the next
time.
time.
Yeah, because of the fact that like
Okay.
there's so many anime games out there. We'll get to that
Yeah,
next
it's a
episode.
lot. It's
Next
a lot.
episode.
It's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
So
continue.
Cheddar said she betrayed him, but Prime Kaguya is probably second strongest to Ishiki in terms of their race. I think I agree. I agree.
Yes.
Both version of Sasuke is not the strongest Sasuke. He also has one arm and barely uses his ability. I agree. I completely agree. For example, Teen Gohan that beat Cell was stronger than adult Gohan in the beginning of the Buu saga. Okay,
Agree.
I agree.
Agree.
Hey, bro,
And he's
you're right.
supposed to
Sasuke doesn't use
absorb
his abilities.
chakra,
Yeah, yeah. No,
bro.
nah, he didn't say nothing wrong. There was no lies over there.
Sasuke
You know,
absorbing chakra. Do you know how broke that would be?
First, Naruto, Sasuke, and I love how they show that so clear as day that Sasuke is obviously a way better fighter than Naruto, right? In the last fight, right? Fighter.
He's not.
He is a
He's not.
fighter.
He's not.
Come on, bro.
He's not. Naruto has the second best taijutsu in the village. Naruto has the second best
Just because
taijutsu
he
in the
got the
village.
frog Kata. Just because he has the frog Kata.
No. Yes, Naruto trained in several different martial art forms. Now, I will say, Sasuke took time off of his taijutsu to focus on his kenjutsu. That's why he's such an excellent sword fighter. But his hands are not nowhere near Naruto. I'll explain like this.
Show me one fight that Naruto really did some. Nah, come on,
Naruto has better hands than anything Sasuke's ever done.
Just because
the Naruto versus Momoshiki fight was designed as Wing Chun.
Yes. Okay, yes.
He don't got better hands than Naruto, bro.
That's older. You can't talk about older.
But Naruto didn't study or learn anything new in the time that after Naruto Shippuden ended, and when he got to the point of Boruto, he didn't learn anything new. He just got more. He just got better with his powers.
So when did he learn all that
those hands?
Hand to hand. Yeah.
Naruto was always a hand-to-hand fighter before he got his Rasengan. Remember, Naruto was getting hands in. He was jumping niggas by himself. Naruto was the favorite jutsu.
How you say the guy that uses shadow clones was jumping niggas by himself?
Because what the shadow clones do? They wasn't throwing fucking kunai and flame jutsus. They was throwing each other. He was throwing hands literally.
Tell me a good Naruto fight, bro, and I can match yours with any Sasuke. Anything Sasuke did. Sasuke is like one. Come on,
Sasuke is the way more experienced. Sasuke is a more technical fighter.
That's why they made it so evident in the last fight that they had together. So it showed that Naruto is like he's way stronger than him. If we're talking about pound for pound, he's way stronger than him. That's why Sasuke was intently trying to kill Naruto, and Naruto wasn't even trying to kill Sasuke, and he was
still won.
He was and still basically won. Okay, but I think that's
not because Sasuke is a better fighter, though.
I think that's an ass pull. You know why? I think it's an ass pull because not only is Sasuke a better fighter, but if you think about all he has in his
Sasuke win by himself.
All right, hold on, because like when you think about when you usually compare two characters, you think about speed, you think about strength, you think about their capacity, and you think your battle IQ, and then you think about their hacks, and I think not. And then when he got the Rinnegan, I think he had Sasuke had hacks. You know what I'm saying? All the applications that he added to the Chidori?
Absolutely, I'm not disagreeing with any of that. He got way more hacks.
He got so many hacks, and then when you and even when you just mentioned what he could do with the Rinnegan, the apps
he doesn't do though.
That's what I'm saying. I just think it's an ass pull. Like y'all should have gave Naruto more power or more hacks because
no, you know why they gave Sasuke the Rinnegan?
Because like if you think about the power comparison, it just didn't make sense how you would be able to move.
It did. You know why? So there are two supreme powers that I think people don't they don't understand which is that it's a supreme power, and that is Otsutsuki genes, which are honestly all the things that are chakra. The supreme power that we knew of like the pinnacle of jutsu that we knew as like the god abilities in Naruto Shippuden, Naruto, was the Rinnegan, right? You know, it was able to that's how Sasuke was able to see Madara's shadow. Do you know the only power that was able to fight Otsutsuki genes, that was able to damage the 10 tails Jinchuriki Madara and was able to hit Kaguya? Sage power. See, Naruto had sage mode and sage power from long before Sasuke ever. Actually, as they progressed, they unlocked higher levels of their respective powers. See, Sasuke got the Mangekyo Sharingan around the same time that Naruto trained in Sage mode, so he had Toad Sage Chakra versus the Mangekyo. But then when Sasuke got the EMS, that's when Naruto got his Tail Beast powers. But then when they got blessed by Ninja Jesus, right? Sasuke got the Rinnegan. He got the 6 Paths of Pain in addition to his old Mangekyo EMS powers, right? But Naruto got a certain level of Sage power that gave him the Truth Seeker orbs. They were Sage power because Sasuke didn't get them. So having something like and then having the ability to inflict damage beyond your physical body, that's a Sage ability. Then you have to remember, if you're talking about battle IQ, like there were certain things. Naruto was said to be an idiot, but he was able to feel certain things out naturally through application. You got to remember, Naruto matched chakra wavelengths with everybody in the 4th grade shinobi army. That was a natural. He did that off instinct. So even though he wasn't as technological or calculated, he would always understand. Like, for example, when he first threw his Rasen Shuriken that combined with Sasuke's Susanoo Amaterasu arrow, he said people always thought that Sasuke and I were opposites, because lightning chakra is cut by wind. But no, we have a compatibility. They threw that shit and he understood it would combine because he understood the basis of the chakra natures and their synchronicity. Now, granted, the Rinnegan's ability, not Rinnegan, the EMS from Sasuke is how he was able to match wavelengths with Naruto. But then you think about it, Naruto did that with the entire army. So we don't just disqualify Naruto's battle IQ. Yeah. Naruto had powers that were.
It's still like an substantial amount of things that Sasuke is capable of if we talk hacks in totality. You know what I'm saying?
But like, I'll make this argument. But yes, he had all those hacks and shit. However, you also have to keep in mind, when you get new abilities, you're still going to battle with what you got in your current skill set. And instead of using the new powers that he acquired from being the Sage of Six, from having 6 Paths of Pain, which, for the record, now that I think about, Sasuke wasn't there when Pain invaded, so he doesn't know all the Paths of Pain powers. He instead enhanced his skill set with the Paths of Pain powers that he was conscious of when he got them. For example, he enhanced his Susanoo with all the energy from all the 9-tailed beasts that he took when he encapsulated everybody in the Chibaku Tensei. So when he went and took a host of all the tailed beasts and empowered his Ashura's arrow, his Indra's arrow, that was his power up. He went and used to enhance his Susanoo and enhance his Chidori like chakra nature, but he didn't know how to use all the other shit because he didn't know about those abilities. So
you actually made me think of things. Actually, yeah, I think he actually only implemented certain things that he
used what he knew.
On the battlefield, so he didn't actually know the full applications of it, and
he wasn't there. He wasn't with Pain.
And I will say that I think Naruto had the way, like when they both got blessed by the chakra Jesus. I think that Naruto definitely got the. I mean, I think Sasuke actually had the shorter hand. He drew the shortest stick because Naruto, when he's fighting Sasuke had to try to encapsulate all those tail beasts, and I think it's called the Chibaku Tensei, and then extract power from them in order to do what Naruto With Naruto only had to draw sage power from a far away thing shadow clone to gain sage jutsu, and then it just went back into Naruto, which is that's low key broken too. But I'm saying
wait a minute.
no. What I will say is that Sasuke had to extract all that power, forcefully take that from the tail beast to match what Naruto basically had by himself, in a sense, because the only boost that he did was like an external, like shadow clone gaining sage chakra, where you had to extract all this shit. So initially, when they both got blessed, I think Naruto had such a huge, like a gaping rise, or I think his power up was way more exponential. Yeah, it was way more exponential than what Sasuke believed, and what Sasuke did to catch up was to extract the energy from the beast. So I can say that.
I'm not necessarily sure, because when you think about think about that scene where Kurama's clone was absorbing the chakra nature, the nature energy to form Sage Chakra, to which he dissipated the shadow clone and it went to the original. He did so in a manner that was reflective of the Toad Sage. Now, in that, I mean, he had to sit still. When Naruto accessed the chakra energy he got from Hagoromo, he activated that instantly. So him having the Sage Chakra from Kurama, that was a reflection of his skill set. He had a clone that had the Kurama Nine Tails armor up, right? And that clone absorbed nature energy. That was a reflection of his hard work. Remember, he had to train and learn Sage Chakra, Toad Sage energy.
I'm agreeing with you. I probably didn't articulate it the right way, but I'm agreeing with you. But I'm saying, like,
his bag in general.
Naruto did that based off his own, like, what he could do with his skill set. But Sasuke, yeah, I guess it is part of his skill set, but he actually had to still extract from Tail Beast, as Naruto could just rely on his shadow clone. You know what I'm saying? So like, you had to steal power from an external force, where I could have done this after I got my power up from my own means. This is my original. I've been doing this exactly. So yeah, we're agreeing.
My nigga, Sasuke.
Yeah, I guess I didn't articulate.
Nah, you good, bro. We on the same page. Sasuke, I have a personal disdain for Sasuke.
It's interesting. So what you really felt about the last fight? Do you feel like it went how, like, you wanted it to go? Like, I just felt it was
I was satisfied. I think I was satisfied with the last fight.
With the last fight between Naruto and Sasuke? You're talking about that, or you're talking about Naruto type shit?
Naruto and Sasuke, like, how'd you felt about that? Because, all right, well, personally, but guys, I'm not gonna lie, I like Power Rangers. You know what I'm saying? When we were young, I liked the Power Rangers. I never liked the Megazord fights. Never. I never liked big entities. I never liked big entities.
That's reflecting of Ultraman and the Kamen Riders. Ultraman and the Kamen Riders.
Bro. Nah, I never liked Gundam. I like when people can get on their own tool
and put in that work.
on their own tool and get right to it.
Get busy. Yeah.
When they did that whole, like, you feel me? When they did the whole Kurama flying versus the
I'm not gonna lie. Majestic armor, Kurama Susanoo is beautiful. I'm not gonna lie.
That's fine. No, that's fine.
That shit.
I can't.
When we saw Madara do it, I was like, Sasuke and Naruto are going to too. They have to.
That was too fire.
They have to.
That was too fire.
Boy,
nobody can. Nah, I'm not going to retort that. No,
bro, I'm trying to get that Funko Pop, bro. I got the Sasuke Susanoo Funko Pop. I got the Kakashi Susanoo Funko Pop. I'm waiting. I need to get the Kurama Glow in the Dark John, where it's like when Naruto first gets him and Kurama first like get on the same page, and then he gets the full Kurama transformation. They got that John and the Glow in the Dark. I need that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, guy. Hey, I don't want y'all to go. Oh, that's tough. They got the 21 Savage Funko Pop. That's fire. Oh, they got
Yeah, they
some
do.
tough shits over there. They got some fire. Okay, all right, guys. All right, so all right on One Piece, and I think I'm finna catch up actually.
Oh shit! Don't get me
So
started.
I'm
I'm
right.
worse with
I'm
One
right
Piece than
where.
Naruto.
Hey, yeah.
Trust
I'm
me,
worse with
nah.
One Piece than Naruto.
They've been trying to string me along for a while. I already told like initially it just looked goofy because we was at the stage where we're pretty much finished with Dragon Ball Z. We're getting into Naruto and we just got cool animation. Cool,
Animation
everything
in the
was
beginning.
cool about it. Niggas wanted to run like this. Niggas was doing hand signs. Niggas was fake cutting. And then we got this goofy looking nigga, like, you know what I'm saying, with a straw hat.
I
Animation was looking
know.
mad goofy. And then I see things more and more as niggas was getting older and people kept telling me, and things when
Yeah,
it's like
bro.
a snowball effect. Everybody keep telling you to watch it. Then I see my best friend got a poster on his wall about it. Then Ike keeps saying, like, and these people, their minds I respect. So I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Then eventually did it. So now I caught the fuck up. When the
Like
animation was done,
crazy. Like crazy. This nigga would text
I
me every
caught the
day about that
fuck
shit,
up.
bro.
I caught the fuck up, bro. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Especially, it was 2020, niggas ain't really had shit to do. So
Hmm.
I'm at the point um where is the celestial dragon is about to squish Luffy head,
Mm.
and then Frankie pull him out the way. Niggas, oh wait,
Hold on. Where you are,
yeah, was that hot?
where
Is
you
that hot? Yeah.
Yes, that's hot as fuck. And here's why. Because where you are is a year in advance of where the anime is right now. The Egghead Island arc just
Uh,
debuted. And right now the anime is on the point where they are just landing on Egghead Island. So they don't even know
hey,
Bonnie's connection to who we know Bonnie's
Yeah,
connected
bro.
to. That
Yeah.
hasn't been revealed
That
yet.
hasn't
That's
been
actually
revealed. Yeah.
that's only been spoken about in the watch on the next episode of One Piece. That is like alluded to for the next episode. So you saying that is a little bit of a spoiler, and you still have to keep in mind there are a lot of people who may not even be caught up on the anime. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
true.
That's true.
So
I'm
before you do
bugging.
that,
Word.
you
Yeah,
gotta
that
give
was
you
hot.
gotta
That
give a
was hot.
spoiler warning. We could talk about it. You just gotta give a spoiler warning so niggas know.
Yeah, that's hot.
Oh, what is it that you're
Yeah,
trying to talk
Bro,
about?
I've
nah.
been watching the One Piece timeline like a hawk, bro. I'm on that shit.
Yeah, I think I mean, from way I was, y'all heard where I left off at. So I think I had
Yeah.
like 7 chapters, or like it might be a little bit more than
I'm
that,
gonna
right?
tell you something,
I might,
bro.
might
Oh
be
my
like
Do you
goodness.
7.
know?
To
I
Do you
die.
might
know
be
my
like
boy's
13.
backstory?
Oh
Do you know
my
my boy's
goodness. This
backstory?
nigga Yo, this nigga
Um,
crazy.
you talking about Kuma?
My nigga,
Not
he gonna get it back in blood, bro.
but I think we're a
Uh,
little ahead of each other. That's why I gotta come
no,
Yeah,
back.
I'm gonna,
I was
Cause
just trying to make sure I knew what he was talking about. You
yeah.
said
So
my
look,
boy. I just
look.
wanted
yeah,
to know who. You
but
know what I'm saying?
but
That's all. That's all.
remember. I'm a
We're
so
not saying nothing. We're not saying nothing.
so
I just needed to know what he was talking about.
yeah. Well,
So
I'm gonna have a separate conversation for like advanced anime level heads. You feel me? So we could talk about it. You feel me? But right now, surface level. Just
all right.
gotta
So
keep it
look. I
surface.
got you. I got you.
No.
Right. Let's talk about that which has already been ruined by popularized media. Wano and Gear 5. That's nothing beyond
Okay.
there. Wano finished
Okay.
at the end of 2023. Um, it's been ruined by mainstream media. At this point, if you don't know about Gear 5, Luffy fighting Kaido, breaking the internet, all that good jazz, you haven't been on social media or you haven't been paying attention to the world, what's going on
Yeah,
around
you
you.
was
So
under a rock.
beyond, right,
Under a
right,
rock.
right. So we won't go beyond Wano. Let's just be fair there. That sound cool with everybody in the comments?
That sounds cool. That sounds cool.
All right. So, whew, so I'm gonna put it like this, and I'm about to go off. One Piece is the best depiction of the real world issues that we have in the modern world today.
Yo, am I tripping? I was thinking the same
One Piece
thing, bro.
is the best series of all time, in my
Yeah.
opinion. And the reason for that is because I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to sit here and think about it before you answer me. The greatest known writer accredited in human history, as far as we've been publicly educated, is Shakespeare. Name me one work by Shakespeare or any other author, writer, or anybody who has created a story in history that better reflects the real world issues and the current time period in which it has existed other than the Bible. Give me one, and I will sit here and let you think about it, and I will. You can't name one.
I'm not well versed. Yeah,
it don't matter. And see, here's the thing: it's so incredible because you don't even have to be well versed. It's a cartoon, right? This is something that we watch passively. So in this passive cartoon, he's giving us real world issues like slavery, human trafficking, racism, death. Politics, people hiding shit in the
socialism, like elitism, like everything.
What did you say when you first saw?
I ain't gonna lie.
Stretchy Kid.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
and he's giving you all this real world raw shit.
Yeah, and it takes a while and you know what? And I think that's really the thing that really like repelled a lot of people from actually watching it because it just looked a little too goofy. But when you actually get into the topics, it gets crazy. But to answer your question you said earlier, I think I think Attack on Titans hit a lot of shit too, bro.
As many real world issues, right? By one author, by one creator.
But think about it like this as well too. Attack on Titan is more so like it has like a couple of issues that it really digs deep and focuses on. One Piece.
That's what I'm saying. But you can relate. You can really relate to it. But I just said that as a honorable mention, but I definitely know what you mean.
I'll put it to you like this, right? Let's look at the entire primary cast of Attack on Titan. They are all experiencing different perspectives of the same social issues, though. Let's look at the Straw Hats alone. Nami had a completely different experience. Let's look at the issues that the Straw Hats alone face real world.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Nami alone was child trafficked. She had her mother killed in front of her, and she was an orphan. Sanji experienced child abuse, and
I mean, he ran away too,
and he was starved, and he was stranded at sea
because he was being abused.
He was being abused, and he was stranded at sea and almost starved. Let's look at Tony Chopper. Tony Chopper was ostracized from his entire species and thought to be a martyr who would never encounter social connections or friendship. Let's look at Nico Robin.
Not because he was rejected by reindeer or deer. He was also rejected by humans. So he was alone. Okay,
and the Straw Hats alone. And the Straw Hats alone, you have more issues that are faced and quelled than the entire cast of Attack on Titan because they're facing the same concept. They're fighting one issue. They are fighting a war that is the result of an issue. Luffy is facing a world with issues and handling all the issues as he encounters them. Not one issue that is the plot. The plot is a world of issues. Luffy is I'm gonna put it to you like this. Luffy is quite literally meant to be Jesus. Now that sounds crazy, and I was like, "Nigga, how? Check this out. That sounds crazy."
Not really far-fetched. It's not far-fetched. It's not far-fetched, bro.
No, I know. Because first hearing it, you'll be like, "What?" But then if you really think about it, he's been like handling all these issues. You feel me?
I'm about to blow your minds. You want to know who Luffy is?
Oh yeah,
Luffy is Joy Boy, right?
Joy Boy, yeah.
Nika. His name is Sun God Nika. He's Joy Boy. Do you know who Joy Boy is?
Who?
Joy Boy was a Haitian slave who would go around from plantation to plantation with a drum, and he would sing songs and dances to free the slaves of their sadness and their anger and their rage as a result of the circumstances that they were in. Instead of taking them out of the circumstance, he would free them of their minds and their shackles of life by bringing them joy. That's who Joy Boy is. Now, the sun god Nika, let's look at all the different flags of the kingdoms throughout that Luffy has liberated, right? My theory of the ancient kingdom and who Joy Boy was. The ancient kingdom wasn't a singular location. It was a connection of allies that were friends that Joy Boy made throughout his journeys. How do we know? Since Luffy is Joy Boy, all he's been doing is going around and making allies and freeing kingdoms. It's not something he did intentionally. The ancient kingdom was a coalition. that had to be taken over by another coalition. That's why the world government banded together.
Yes, okay. Yeah.
That's my theory. So check this out, right? Luffy, when Ichiro Oda wrote in Jump Festa in 2022, right before the 2023 year, he said that he didn't want Luffy to beat Kaido with a big punch. So when Luffy bust out the Bajrang gun, a lot of people had an issue. But here's where I didn't have an issue because I understood it. Luffy didn't beat Kaido alone with just his punch. He beat him. No, he beat him with the wishes and the prayers of the people who supported him. What's Luffy's biggest thing? That he's an idiot and he can't do anything alone. So he will fight for his friends to the end of the earth because he knows that without his friends, he can't do anything. It was the prayers of the people, the help of the people of Wano. They went back and looked over all the people that he helped, the people who gave him food. They looked at Otama. They looked at what's his name that I'm drawing a blank on? Who was the guy the funny laughing dude who looked out for Zoro?
The nigga that got
killed. It was his sacrifice. It was the combination of all the people who and then what happened? They released them off in lanterns. In Asian culture, those lanterns are prayers or wishes to the dead, the people that they've lost, right? But they were prayers for the end of Kaido, the end of the times, and the end of the issue. All these lanterns were shown to have flown off to heaven, and the moment that Luffy was in his Gear 5 form and about to defeat Kaido, they were prayers to the god who was bringing them freedom and liberation. Luffy is supposed to be the god that's freeing everybody. And that sounds crazy, but check this out. And this is a little spoiler. I'm giving a spoiler warning, okay? Giving a spoiler warning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bartholomew Kuma always carried what kind of book on his hand?
A Bible.
A Bible.
A Bible. Guess what? And listen, guess what? In the church that we saw Kuma's grew up in his backstory, in the middle of the cross had a sun with 8 points around it. Who do you think is the God in that Bible? Hey, check this out. Here's another spoiler. Kuma's race.
One last one.
Last one. This isn't a crazy spoiler. This is a crazy spoiler. Kuma was taught by his parents about the legends of Nika. So when Kuma went through certain strife in his life, he held on to the hope that Nika would one day free him. He believed in the legend of this god who would come and free people. That became his belief and religion. When he grew up, he housed in that church and read his Bible.
Hold on. Yo, this is
Luffy's supposed to be Jesus, my nigga.
Wait, hold on.
Hold on.
Lil, repeat what you just said because you kind of like cracked up. What did you say?
The
last revelation. What did you say?
I said that Kuma was raised on the legends of the god Nika who would come and free people and bring them joy. When he grew up in the church that we saw in his flashback, that's coming up, he grew up in that church and read his Bible every day. The church that had a cross with the sun in the middle. Who do you think was the God in that book and that Bible? The One Piece Bible. Who do you think was the God in that Bible? The one he learned about who growing up?
Yeah,
Nika.
I was going to say, yeah.
Luffy is supposed to be God, like Jesus. Guess what? After he died, guess how many times he died and rose again? He laughs in the face of adversity.
Yo, I didn't even think of that, King. Yo, he died, yo.
He died and rose.
And he rose. That's crazy. I didn't even think about that.
Check this out. You don't even know, but the legend of Nika's been all over the show. Do you know what other shows have the sun in the middle of their flag?
There was one thing you said. You said, Joy Boy. I know what I heard different things, but I never knew it was correlated to actual like folklore with the like.
He was an actual slave
drummer. Yeah, I did not know that. That's the first thing that actually blew my mind because I'm just like I'm looking it up now. I'm just like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And yeah, so I didn't know it was actually tied to a real person. I heard it was like some type of folklore, shit like that. You feel me?
Ichiro Oda is so masterful because he combines several different lores and several different tales from different places.
Yeah, he's like the best writer, bro. For real,
the way he combines, like I like information, so I look deep into the lore and the stories that inspire these stories that I like to watch. You feel me? When you think of, I used to think that Luffy was Sun Wukong. Not even.
I thought it was too.
Because Luffy's based on Goku. People don't know that, but Luffy is entirely inspired. Luffy's first inspiration is Goku, and then anything beyond that is like supposed to be further
Monkey
lore.
D. Luffy.
But he specifically, Ichiro Oda says in interviews, he said, my inspiration for Luffy's entire character originally was Son Goku from Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. People don't know that. But see, so I'm thinking, hey, it's Sun Wukong. Nah, nigga, he made him Jesus.
That shit is just like,
That's
the
crazy.
craziest. And you know it's
crazy.
Funny? And for a nigga that don't like ass pools, I really like
how he did
I don't
that.
consider this an ass. I really like
this out.
It all correlated.
Go ahead.
Like the fact that he said that chapter whatever when they was at the Sky Island and he said this is one of my favorite chapters. Yeah, and that's how I was just like that's not an asshole because you said that was your favorite chapter for a reason. You've been planned on it. That's how you know that's not no ass pool, bro.
Yes,
that's
bro.
Why I was like, you know what? I respect that. OD.
Can I tell you? Can I tell you when we've seen about the Ancient Kingdom sooner than Skypiea?
Sooner than it?
So here's my thing. Here's something I learned, and it's crazy. I like to look back through this shit. Like I like to watch the show again after I learn certain information to see if there's certain stuff that I didn't catch, so I can learn more about the world.
Right.
And one thing that I learned is that Luffy, when I came to the conclusion that the Ancient Kingdom was a coalition of the friends that Joy Boy had made around the world, I started to look and compare his journey or the possibility of what he had as the One Piece to Luffy's journey. Luffy's been making friends all over. So when I noticed the sun being common in a lot of themes, I realized the flags of the world that had suns in them were the old allies of the Ancient Kingdom. They had so let's look at they were the original allies who protected the secrets of Joy Boy. They were the countries where the poneglyphs of the Void Century were located. Let's look at it. The countries that have flags in their suns, Skypiea, Fishman Island, Wano, all places that had poneglyphs. But I'm gonna tell you another one you didn't realize. Alabasta. Look at Alabasta's flag. They have a sun in their flag. And that's one of the locations of the poneglyphs. It's the location of the poneglyph that tells you where the ancient weapon, Pluton, is located. So all these, the same places that Luffy is going and freeing and making allies are actually all the old places that Joy Boy recruited as allies of his ancient kingdom. How do we know? Because they all bore the sun in their flag. You talk about a Jolly Roger. Luffy is going and planting his Jolly Roger, his flag, his symbol on the places he's protecting. His allies, his friends. He says, wave my flag whenever anybody comes and threatens you, and we will come to protect you. Guess what? All the countries that have the flag of the sun god bore in them. All the countries Luffy's already freed. Think about that shit.
I think the problem is with me is that I'm trying to recall the flags of the nation.
I know. I didn't either until like.
No, you just got to look back at it. That's it.
Whoa! Look at Wano's flag.
Look for right now.
Look for Alabasta's flag. Look for Fishman Island's flag. The Sun Pirates. What do you think he got that? What do you think Fisher Tiger got the idea for the Sun Pirates?
Of course,
Fisher Tiger was a smaller version of Joy Boy. The concept Joy Boy I think Joy Boy was an original title. He was known as Joy Boy, but his name was Nika. I think people say Joy Boy is such and such, but Joy Boy was the name given to Nika.
By who?
Nika was going around.
And then Nika.
The Joy Boy was the name given to him by the people who got to know him. He was a joyous boy. So people think that Joy Boy is a messiah who's going to come. And it is. It's Luffy who possessed enough qualities. So here's the thing. They're talking now that certain devil fruits have consciousness. They mention it in the anime, so this isn't a spoiler. Yeah, right. And the more powerful your devil fruit, the more powerful the will of the devil fruit, to the point where the sun god fruit avoided the world government for 800 years, right? I believe since the Nika fruit chose Luffy, it wasn't that Luffy is Joy Boy because he ate the Nika fruit. No, the Nika fruit chose Luffy because he possessed enough qualities to be the Joy Boy. He was the one who had enough vision to want to be as free as possible. He was the one who had the qualities and the characteristics to one day be the Messiah who would be able to free people from their shackles of slavery and sadness. He was the one who had the characteristics that would be necessary to awaken his devil fruit, to become Gear 5, to have the strength to free the world as the joyous boy. So people talk about Joy Boy is somebody else. My bad, dog. I go crazy about this shit.
Nah. I wanted to piggyback on what you said before because I think that's just a name that was just given to him by people that realize he just brings joy to the world. And if you think about Dressrosa, they called him Lucy. If you think about Wano, they call him Luffy Taro. If they
give him a different name,
they give him a different name every time, and he usually doesn't want to take the credit. He likes to leave before getting the credit. So they probably all going to attach that name to him just because that boy always used to make us laugh. He was just a joyous boy, and then
you know what else that alludes to?
Add, you know what I'm saying?
You know what else that alludes to? Different mythologies having different names for similar gods who do similar things.
That would be too. That would be too. Like, damn, I don't even. Nah, he can't be that much of a genius, bro. That would be. Nah, that's OD.
I'm not gonna lie. Here's the thing. Here's what I'm learning as an author, bro. It's not always about exactly what you craft to the point of the finest, most attuned detail. Sometimes it's writing that's good enough to just leave open enough for viewers and readers to think about what might be possible.
Yes,
that is a demonstration of good writing, bro.
I'm an artist myself, and I honestly say the same. I agree completely. I completely agree to that.
Even if he didn't mean it, the fact that we can think that shit might be something like that,
that's insane.
That shit is fire.
That's insane. That would be fucking crazy. Like, I know this nigga was on, like, I don't even know. I don't know what Oda is on, bro. That nigga's goated OD, greatest mangaka. We gotta give it to him. But if he really is, oh my god, that is just like a third wall breaking.
Bro, like, I got so much detail about this shit, bro.
Crazy, bro. Damn, bro.
Don't get me started on One Piece.
Yeah, I think damn, we didn't even touch on this one actually. I don't think we even made notes about this, Ike. But we got it. Did we do the? No, we did say our arcs that we may replace. Shit like that.
Not this one because of the fact that let's.
No, I'm saying what I'm basically saying. What? No. I'm basically saying like, what should we like? Because I don't know how y'all started because I was an hour late. But I'm saying what can we do? Like what another thing we could do for next time? Because I think this one you started off with what started up good and then ended up bad. Then we started like what second season was great. You feel me? What was a good follow up? Or like what anime had a crazy follow up?
So here's the thing: the first question I asked was who had the best character intro. You know what I'm saying? But I turned that into favorite because
that's interesting.
Right. So we named a couple, we named a lot, and then we moved on into like another conversation after that. You feel me? So like now I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna listen to the whole thing. You feel me? I'm gonna take notes, and then now because there's certain verses that we gonna match up, and I'm gonna come up with verses.
Oh my god!
Exactly, bro.
That's valid.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Oh my god!
That's valid.
So when we come back, like, bro, I didn't even touch, bro. I came up with like 15 questions, bro. I didn't touch 3, bro.
That's valid. That's valid. See how things just segue and just move, just flow.
Oh, I got one. Oh, I got some crazy shit for y'all.
But wait, hold on.
I got some shit. Go ahead.
Hold that real quick, right? So
I'm not gonna say shit.
No, don't worry. Just hold it. Just hold that thought, right? My thing is that like, okay, when we get deep into the conversations, let's not get too deep because you know what I mean. Like me, bro. When y'all was talking about Boruto, I was listening. I have not watched Boruto, but I know.
Right.
But I'm bro. I'm still a Naruto fan. At the end of the day, I love Naruto. You feel me? So I always told myself, yo, I'm gonna go back and watch Boruto. That like I just gotta give it some time to like, you feel me? Like make sure I binge and shit. And I'll go
interest.
back. Of course. So I'm gonna
Okay.
go back. So
Yeah.
when y'all was spoiling it, I was
Yeah,
tuning in, but
you gotta watch
I was purposely like, okay, like let me focus on this game so that I could like like not hear everything. But I heard a couple of spoilers, but it's not gonna be that bad because y'all didn't spoil too much. Boom, and y'all went in deep. So with me, I know how interested I am with Naruto and Boruto and all that. However, with a lot of people, it's like, okay, you don't know the level of anime they in. Like maybe people watch a bunch of animes, but they don't like get too deep into it. So when we like, I want to create like a separate episodes where we could talk deep and get into it like that. Like with One Piece, of course, like I love the conversation we had about like, yo, like One Piece is all about different types of issues. Attack on Titan, like it's only about one or two issues max. You feel me, that they tackle. But boom, don't get too deep into the theories because you don't want to lose people. You feel me?
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Yeah. That's a fact.
however, we can still have the space to talk about it. So like in terms of like, yo, like Lil, I know, bro. Why you think I brought you on here? I know for a fact that you love to get deep.
bro.
You feel me? Iffy, sorry, funny. Why you think I brought you in here as well too? You're very inquisitive. I know that you're like, oh shit, like you like to think as well too. So that combination comes together. Me, like I
Yeah.
don't know where Peter went, but Peter is like he's knowledgeable as well too. Me, I would say I'm knowledgeable, but I would say like in terms of the theory, only knows like how I feel about theories and shit like that. I'll be stepping back, bro. I ain't like I'm interested in learning the theories, but I'm not about to go out there and do. I would just genuinely like to watch and see where it's heading there myself. You feel me? But
I hear that.
I'm down to listen to theories though. I'm down to listen to theories. You feel me? So like definitely like in terms of like this conversation, it went pretty well. I loved it. You feel me? I what I want to do though is like to also create because bro, Lil, you know how many times in the chat you be sending mad shit and it's like nobody be responding because of the fact
Bro,
that you went too deep. And when you go too deep, guess what?
bro.
It's more so like it's not that niggas not trying to engage, but it's more so like, bro, I know I'd be busy, but at the same time too, it's like, bro, like not everybody can
I
combat that. You get
know.
what I'm saying?
I'm just in case niggas got questions. I'm deep in the knowledge. I'm deep in the lore, the mystery behind it. I read the interviews. I look at the data books. I check the manga pages. I recheck the manga pages to always double check my sources. I just love the shit. I love the planning, the depth that goes into it, the careful like crafting. I think that's beautiful art. You feel me? So in
Right.
case niggas ever want to know, I'm always with the shits and I'm always up to knowledge on the knowledge.
Exactly.
Now I ain't gonna lie, there's a couple things that like were revelations like that you spoke today, bro. I ain't gonna
Bro,
lie, I was just like I looked at it like this way, but now
But
like
now,
you
bro,
feel
like,
me?
yo,
Like
yeah,
it
he
was
piqued my
I'm not
interest.
gonna lie.
Yeah.
I
like
am heavy I'm very religious and spiritual. Don't actually make me start pointing out the connections to certain parts of the Bible because my nigga, he's crazy with the writing.
You feel me?
oh,
Another conversation.
you
So
talking
Another
about Oda, right?
conversation.
So yeah, no.
Okay.
So to add into that, right? Like definitely
hmm
another conversation, but like Lil, hearing you expressing that, like, bro, I want you to be able to express it, like, you feel me? Like where like, okay, like you could go deep, but not too deep. But then like I know like probably like then like bro, I'm gonna have this every Monday. So it's
You,
gonna
you
be
you
it's
know
Oh
what
gonna
it
shit,
is?
you ain't saying nothing but a
I
word.
think what you're saying. I think what you're saying is basically keep in mind that there's also an audience that
Casual
also
viewers.
has
exactly.
that still has to be somewhat engaged.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, my
like
bad.
we can get no, I no, because even like we was getting in the mix. We
No,
was
we
breaking down the whole plot of Boruto and
exactly.
Naruto in the lore.
Exactly.
So
That shit was
Exactly.
I ain't
crazy.
gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. That was sort of a guilty pleasure of mine because I already knew niggas. Some niggas was lost.
Oh shit.
I knew some niggas was
Oh my
lost, but I
bad,
was just
bro.
like, I needed to hear it. I needed to hear it. I ain't gonna
Exactly.
lie. That was more of a selfish thing of mine because I was just like, fuck it, I'm like, yeah, because I needed to know. You feel me? But yeah, nah, definitely. I am, you know me, because I really think like outside myself. Even when I was like, all right, hold on, let's go to the comments, because I'm trying to please everybody in the shit. Because like, so yeah, so you're basically saying be mindful at the same time. We
Right.
can really engage,
Right.
but engage with all
Exactly. But
parties.
then at the same time
Like
too,
so,
just
even when I hear Peter getting a little silent, he probably don't know as much. Then that means it's only something that me and Lil
Lil
know.
no,
And
yeah.
then when you get, and maybe
That's
when
a
you get
fact.
quiet,
My
or when
bad.
when y'all was talking about
Mm-hmm.
when I first got in the conversation when y'all was talking about like I was happy that I knew that anime, but I
Like
didn't
about
know it
Death
to
Note
that
and shit
extent.
like
I
that,
only
right?
watched it once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know it to that extent. So you see me a little quiet at first. So when I peeped all the little nuances that was occurring. So I was like, I see this person getting quiet. I see this person getting quiet. So I
Right.
was like, all right, you know what?
Yeah,
No,
my
maybe
bad.
no, no, no,
No,
no, no,
no,
no,
no.
no, no.
Wait.
It
Okay.
was yeah,
Ultimately, Lil, what I'm trying to say is there's gonna be a space in which definitely where we could go like deep into like the theories and everything. Like there is going to be a space for that. But however, like you want
Yeah.
to like you want people to be on some like okay like we got an audience like they want to talk about things as well too like and then like talk about what they're talking about so that like we could like bro because again I
yeah,
only got
yeah.
to like 3 questions. Funny added some
Oh shit,
questions.
that's a fact.
You added some questions as well too, and the comment people added some questions. This is my longest stream as well too. So it's like,
Mm.
and bro, like I can still continue to go on. However, it's like, bro, you want to keep the people like wanting more. You feel me? So like,
Absolutely. You
definitely
don't want to give them too much. Yeah.
not, but definitely like again, like we, there's certain episodes where like I'm like, nah, like let's, you feel me? Let's go deep. Like, go ahead, do
Like
your thing.
it's gonna be some of those
Yeah,
that we actually gonna
go
go on the
deep.
internet. You gonna share the
No
Exactly.
screen. You
cap,
probably gonna
no cap.
watch this.
Exactly.
Or which fight is better? What's this? Like one of those. For sure.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
So
for sure. I
like
got.
again, like you did it, bro. Everybody here did a great job. Bro, I also want to listen to like the deep knowledge of like what you like were breaking down. I want to listen to that as well too. I think everybody people are still tuning in as well, bro. So it's like it's still good. So however, it's like
Facts.
moving
Yeah.
forward, it's more so like, okay, cool, boom, certain things. Let me not get too deep, but let me just share my thoughts on this. And then if anybody wants to know more, bro, we can create a whole episode where like boom, we could touch on like 3 or 4 topics and go deep. Like, bro, like all we need is that, and then just continue on and go deep, ask questions. I see like, okay, pick your brains out, etc. Whoever wants to join can join by then. You feel me?
All
Facts.
right. Let me ask this. All
Yeah.
right. Did you solidify Monday or
No, no,
Sunday?
Sunday.
Is
Sunday.
it Sunday?
I'm with it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Sunday.
No
Okay.
matter. I'm with it.
Sorry. Did I
Okay.
say Sunday or Monday?
You said
You
Monday.
said
Okay,
Monday
yeah,
prior.
yeah, Monday. Yeah, Monday. Reason why I chose Monday is
Monday.
because it's literally like, bro, everybody's home Monday.
Pretty much, right?
Pretty
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
everybody's home. Like Sunday, like
Yeah.
you had low key, you got an opportunity to like go out and shit like that. But anime is
So
like, bro,
everybody's home Monday.
yeah, I know,
And
bro.
everybody's home Monday.
I
That's true.
I know, like for a fact that, bro, most people that like were in the chats, bro, like they are interested in anime as well too. So I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
like,
you seen it. You seen it, right? I was looking at the numbers and I was seeing the engagement. Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm on.
So it's more so like, bro, I want to keep this. I want to make sure, like, you know what I mean, like whoever's in tune can be in tune. And it's like we could also talk about the other things like the oh yeah, this versus that, best fights. You feel me?
But
Like
now we gonna
like
get
like
into
like
it, bro. We
like
gonna get into
again
it,
like
bro, for sure.
remember what I said. I was like, yo, like what's who had the best intro as a character? Like we were naming names, bro.
That
So
shit was
that shit
crazy.
was crazy. You feel me?
So
So
mad I wasn't there for
yeah,
that, but
yeah.
I'm gonna run the stream back. I'm gonna run the
Yeah,
stream back,
run it
bro.
back, and you'll see.
Mm.
But it's
Def
like
the
Oh,
kid.
we'll definitely like what I mean, touch up on those. Yo, if you sorry,
Benny Maru Shinmon.
wait,
Oh, I'm sorry. Late submission. Benny Maru Shinmon.
who that?
What? Fire Force? Crazy.
Oh, nah, bro.
Benny Maru Shinmon, the strongest.
I've only watched like
burger?
how many episodes? Like
Mm.
5 episodes of Fire Force. I'm not gonna hold you.
That's
I'm
cool.
not
I read the
gonna hold
manga. I'm done.
you.
Air
Benny
Force? I
Maru
gotta look that up.
Shinmon.
I gotta look that up.
I'm gonna
Fire
Yeah,
never
Force.
bro.
do. But nah, everybody did a wonderful job. I love your input, Lil.
Yeah, I think it went well. Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
yes, Lil, it went very well.
It's like an addition
I
of last
appreciate
week.
y'all.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
yeah, bro. So
Nah, for real.
yeah. So I mean, definitely like I'm gonna hit y'all up later, you feel me? So that I could see like what I mean, yeah, feedback on it as well
Yeah,
too. Like,
yeah, we gonna talk about notes tomorrow.
yeah,
I think we all did a great job, and when you can have a conversation this long and not really notice the time pass, it's always
No
a
cap.
good thing. You know what I'm saying? People still engaged, people still on. So yeah, we're gonna talk notes again tomorrow. You already know how we give it up, you know what I'm saying, on a day to day, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, bro. Once again, hey man, Lil, uh
Yo,
nice to meet you, bro.
yeah,
For real. Like
yo, the
if
pleasure
y'all
was
if
mine.
y'all if the people if the comment section didn't know or anyone live right now, I never this is the first time me talking to
Yeah, the
Lil.
first time. It was cool, yo. I
and,
fuck with y'all.
and y'all probably would never know because it just went very fluid.
Very
So
fluid, yeah.
yeah, man, yeah, I'm looking forward to the next time. You know what I'm saying? I need to get more hip to more theories, ideals, and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think it was a
Right.
great stream, bro. Once again, you feel me? Once again, my name is Fonny Savant. Hopefully, Ike will get it perfect next time.
Of
We
course,
still
of
waiting for that,
oh,
but
come
of
on,
course.
you know.
But of course.
Yeah.
But yes,
That's
once
what's up.
again, it's Bonnie Savant checking in again, signing out. You feel me for the one time. You know what I'm saying? Once again, follow me on IG, TikTok, Fonny Savant, SAVANT. All right.
And then,
All right, my boy.
and then
Y'all have
Lil.
a good night, man.
All right, peace, dog. And for the chat, for those viewing, it's Khalil, aka Little Creative, aka Trafalgar D Lil. You can follow me on Instagram at Little Creative. You can follow me on TikTok at Little Creative Trafalgar D Lil. Celestia Kingdom of Magic, A Brother's Deception is out now. If you want to hear about my world, my magic, my story that I've been working on for a long time, then tune in. You can buy the book on Amazon. It is out on paperback, hardcover, and ebook. Thank you, Ike, for inviting me. Tune in to DJ Kenz, follow the streams, and I will be back next Monday and hit me whatever note y'all got. I would love to join this again.
And Lil, if you don't know on the stream, I'm showing your book as well too. You feel me? So don't worry, I got you, my boy. You
My
feel me?
dog, I appreciate you.
Yeah. So
Much love, yo. Until next time.
until next time, everybody, thank y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Oh, sorry.